don't talk loud, but the room get quiet when I enter. Heavy is the crown, got my shoulders built to bear it. Been outside, learn lessons from the splinter. Pain in my palm, but my grip just made me better. Walk with a lean, like my soul got rhythm. Every step say earn, every scar got wisdom. Ain't chasing moments, I let them come get me. When you rooted in truth, you ain't never too empty. Seen both sides, I don't trip off the tension. Left hand humble, right hand got intention. They want noise, I prefer the pocket, where the baseline talk and the drums stay honest. I ain't pressed for approval or praise, I've been good with my name in rooms full of hate. Still mean no disguise, no costume, just presence, that's the real flex, assume. But yeah. Left foot, right foot, still in my stance. I don't rush moves, I let the groove advance. Yeah. Left hand fake, right hand grind. I don't pick a side, I balance both mine. Yeah. Left and right, yeah, I move like that. Soul in my step, let the beat do laps. Left and right, I'm aligned, I'm tight. When you stand on truth, you don't lean, you glide. I done sat with the wise, I done laughed with the wolves. Learn silence, talk louder than a room full of fools. They mistake calm for weak, that's a lie, they believe. I don't bark much, but my bite got teeth. No cap in my tone, no gimmicks to sell. I'm too busy being free, I don't sit in the cell. They chasing the look, I'm chasing the feel. When the groove locked in, that's when it get real. I ain't here for the moment, I'm built for the long. Every verse feel lived and every word got a home. If it don't move the spirit, I leave it alone. I'd rather say less and let the beat talk grown. Been through fire, still cool with the flame. I don't beg for respect, I just walk with my name. If you know, that's the code I write. 2 feet on the ground, yeah, left and right. Left foot, right foot, still in my stance. I don't rush moves, I let the groove advance. Yeah, left hand faith, right hand grind. I don't pick a side, I balance both mine. Yeah. Left and right, yeah, I move like that. Soul in my step, let the beat do raps. Left and right, I'm aligned, I'm tight. When you stand on truth, you don't lean, you glide. Yeah. Ain't gotta prove it. Yeah. If it's real, it's show. Let the bass breathe right there. Left and right, steady pace. No rush, no fear in my face. Left and right, still aligned when the rhythm right. So it's my mind.
Damn. Okay. All right. And here we are. Let's think about this, right? So, would you rather live in Marvel's New York or live in Gotham?
Gotham, dead ass.
Marvel.
Excuse me, the insurance on your all your shit is gonna be sky high. How you living in Marvel, New York, with all the shit that goes down?
That's what
I'm not gonna have to pay for that.
Shit.
I'm not gonna have to pay for that.
You don't have Hulk insurance. You don't have villain insurance. You don't have. So we got stuff in place.
But you didn't say what part of New York. Like I said, upstate. At least I'll be near the mansion, X mansion, you know?
Which I still think is just as damaging as New York City.
But you don't have that many buildings. It's all trees out there.
Yeah, but that just means like the horses could take your car.
Or you live in Peter Parker's neighborhood.
Queens? It ain't that much better. I'm sorry. Like
Queens?
Did you not play the game?
I'd rather be in Brooklyn, brother.
The funny thing is when I played Spider-Man 2, I actually went to every borough and I was like, which one has the most drama? Interesting. It was Hell's Kitchen. So I just I don't think it's a toss up.
If I had to pick
I'll be in
Marvel's New
Gotham.
York, I'm definitely probably going to stay more on the Staten Island because ain't nothing ever happened. You never hear anything going on about Staten Island and Marvel like that.
That's
Everything
crazy.
is always the other boroughs, but you never really hear anything that goes on about Staten Island.
I say Gotham because you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, no one's
Gotham
going to the hood to
York.
rob the hood. Let's get it.
You know what I
Yeah,
just
but
realized?
you gotta
Every
deal-
other week, the Joker's trying to kill everybody in the city and all that stuff. No,
So say
no,
you
I
can't
just-
breathe the air
you know what I just
because you don't
realized?
know if it's Scarecrow's fear toxin, if it's Joker's
Yep.
laughing gas. You don't know what weather it is because you have Mr. Freeze over here freezing shit, Poison Ivy over here growing shit.
the skies are always red. You know,
Yeah, I mean, you can't
but
trust your car because Two-Face might have strapped a bomb to it or something. And then you got to worry about
Right.
Bane just coming through and just slapping the shit out you because you're in his way.
plus you got Arkham Asylum not too far. You got to be living near an asylum and all that stuff. You got the slums. Nah, I'm good.
are we
The
saying that
cops are
Gotham
corrupt.
doesn't have any other boroughs either? So we just got
Why
Gotham?
isn't the
doesn't
Bronx
matter.
featured in comic books as much?
The Bronx? Why?
Yes.
Why?
Hold on, we're not gonna talk about the Bronx like we can't mention the Bronx when it comes to New York.
Why?
Isn't- Miles is from what?
He's
Miles
from,
is
He's from the Bronx.
technically he's from Harlem, I guess.
Might have been-
I
thought it
mean,
was
you got
Spanish.
Harlem. What are we complaining about here?
No, that's not. Hold on. Comparing the Bronx to Harlem is like comparing Astoria to like Long Island. It's not the same thing. Like we can't do this.
But y'all got Harlem. What are y'all complaining about? You got Harlem.
Okay, but my question is when the Avengers have to come and save New York again, which pizza spot in New York are you saving first?
See, I wouldn't know, man. I'm in Philly, so I wouldn't know.
Jesus.
Okay. Here's a real one, right? Here's a real question I just thought about. Like, it's all kinds of fucked up. But how come you never really hear from "Hello, how are you doing?" From India?
That's what's up.
Here's a real question, right? How come you never ever hear about prostitution in any of these places?
Because we have bigger problems. Like, what do you? It's
I'm
kind of
just
hard
saying,
to like.
you never hear Superman get solicited by a prostitute.
Because
You never hear
Superman's flying
Batman
away
get
from the
approached by a
prostitute. Because
Can his
Batman's doing
X-ray
other shit.
can his X-ray vision capture STDs?
Cue
Like,
the
can he
intro.
like see STD? Okay, all right.
Hey, load up the game. 808 slide in. Joystick click, crowd echo faintly. Low spawn in first. Stealth mode stage. Talk slick like Gojo when he step on stage. King press star, ain't no cap in my script. Final boss energy, boy, never miss a glitch. V got the vibe, Jojo pose in the mix. Aura in the booth, every word do a crit. Eminem, mother with the mayhem drip. Uma with the blick and the power up lip. Caspachino bilingual, Duolingo with the flame. Talking XP, spirit points, whole different game. Can't break that, but we leveling up, no lag in the trip. Welcome, Tego.
Too much dip on the chip.
Like,
Low King Lee, Eminem, and Caspachino in the building. Where Anna made me play him in the mic, stay tripping.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Too Much Dip on the Chip podcast. I am your host. My name is King. To my left or right, whatever direction this is going to be at this point, is going to be V.
How y'all doing today? Well, tonight, anyway. Welcome back.
And then on my other side, we got all of this happen. As crazy as it is, please give it up for my man's Cass. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know we're going to have a special guest tonight. Tonight, we have an icon, a legend, a godfather, if you will, someone who has a lot of accolades that we do not have enough time to go through. But he has been in wait, I can cuss now. He's been in fucking WWE when it was F, when it was real fucking shit. He's one of the godfathers of cosplay, if not the godfather of cosplay. The origin of the word blurred. He walked so we can have these platforms and run today. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause. Turn up your volumes up as we introduce Eric the Smoke. The Smoke.
Hey! Lego!
As I used to always say on my wrestling thing, finally, the smoke has arrived to the tip.
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing today?
We're here, man. We're basking in your presence, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling outstanding, man. I'm feeling outstanding. I'm looking forward to being on the show tonight. Can't wait to be talking about some topics. Ready to get it on. Representing PTC, Pastor Controller, PTC Nation. I can't wait, man. It's the ultimate team up right now. The ultimate team up tonight.
Oh yeah. So real quick, we're just gonna go ahead and get this out the way. Now, swing back to Eric real quick.
Okay, I got you.
If you look at his backdrop, every last one of them, none of that is AI. That is all him, mind you. Every last one of them is him in some way, shape, form. That is him, from Thanos
Cosplay King.
to Maui, Skeletor,
Fisk,
fucking Westworld, Green Lantern, T-Bone, everything that you see there, that is all that man right there.
And that's only this an inkling. That's not even scratching the surface. That's not even that's only a quarter of a page in my catalog of cosplays.
That's
Man.
deep cuts.
And for those who are like scared to get into cosplay and like thinking that it's tell them how long you've been doing cosplay.
Yo, I've been cosplaying before the term was even called cosplay. When it was called costume, we're talking about since '84. Like when one of the very first cosplays I ever did, and it's out there on the internet. Look it up. It's me and my boy doing a Crockett and Tubbs from Miami Vice. And we got our guns, we got our jackets, we're doing the whole nine. But I've been cosplaying like throughout high school. I was wearing so many different costumes, man. They were calling me 21 Jump Street because they thought I was an undercover cop because I was always changing my appearance and people didn't know I was coming or going. And it just kind of led into me when I ended up joining the service, becoming a United States Marine. And after I got the Marine Corps, and then I think that also helped a lot when I became a pro wrestler and everything else. And it just kind of, bigger than life characters. Marines taught you this to be, build you up, break you down, build you up. To me, Marines were like superheroes in their own right. And then from there, you branched out from leaving that and then becoming a pro wrestler. And I kind of walked into that whole situation. And then from there, it kind of segued from me doing that, getting back into cosplay heavily. Even more so, it opened more doors for me where I ended up doing stuff for Marvel, representing for Marvel Comics as Isaiah Bradley, the Black Captain America back in 2003. DC Comics recognizing me and giving me the first opportunity to be freight trained for DC Comics, an official DC comic book character and everything else, man. And I've just been blessed and then doing film, TV, movies, and everything else under the sun, background work, it doesn't matter. I've just been loving this life, man. And I've just been solely blessed to be able to do what I do. And I'm still going on and I'm still going strong.
As you can see, EMD is breaking the budget. We are breaking the budget just to bring out this wonderful guest star. You know what I mean?
Man,
broke.
oh man.
We are broke after this.
And also, the most important thing is, man, is the opportunity just to be able to join forces with you guys and everything else with my podcast, Pastor Controller. We also cover video games and everything in the video game industry. So it's an honor to be able to collaborate with the PTC Nation with you guys and all that. And we also got to bring you guys on our show as well. So again, It's an honor, man. It's an honor.
That's love. That's love. For sure. What we got on the docket today, King?
All right, so hot news. We're gonna go ahead and knock it out the way. Damon Darling, comedian Damon Darling, has been all over everybody's FYPs because of Walmart. Walmart recently gave him a life ban from all of their properties, so that includes Sam's Club, because of this is what Walmart is saying. Walmart is saying that they are giving him a life ban because of his past transgressions, as they put, he has repeatedly, and this is quoting from New York Post, Walmart's statement, and the whole thing is quote unquote, has repeatedly violated our policies through disruptive behavior and trespassing, unrelated to any charitable givings, end quote. They didn't go in any details as to what past transgressions he had, what exactly he did in the past. Now, it is known through, I believe, some of his other platforms that is out there, he has done other like pranks and jokes and stuff like that. But those were like years and years ago. I do believe it was like 3 or 4 years ago.
I don't even think he was Damon Darling by name, but not by platform, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, he was just like us. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was just us doing it. You know what I mean? Versus if it was someone who was on the level of, say, like, you know, Mr. Beast, or, you know, someone on the level of like
Castanet?
Yeah, doing it. You know what I mean? But Walmart is known to play the long game when it comes to any kind of like theft or any kind of property damage or anything like that. Walmart lets you string yourself along. They pretty much give you the rope until it's time to hang you when they feel as though they can get the maximum dealings out of you. Being said, everybody's in an uproar right now because they're like, all this man has done within the recent years is just bought people's groceries. So why are you now giving him the ban, a lifetime ban at that, when he has since paid for his sentence?
So what sin though? You know what I'm saying? And I say that because, fam, I know you've seen the videos, bro. There's a market for like foolishness, I would say, especially in like marketplaces, whether you are at ShopRite, you're at Target, you're at Walmart. Even just the little stuff, like you could put like the cones on people's heads, and then you put the cone on your own head and you drop down. Like, I see more content like that. And I probably just started really finding out who a Damon Darling is like 2 weeks ago. And that's not to say that he's not a big deal. I'm just saying that to say I see way more foolishness, you know what I'm saying, before this guy even hit my radar. It ain't the foolishness that I'm not saying or testifying that he's never like contributed to any type of foolishness. I just think the equity that he has garnered in the public grossly outweighs the foolishness that he may have indulged in the past. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, I mean, it does, because I mean, like, so if you took a look at the video that became viral, he even talked to the store manager before talking to the unidentified guy. When he talked to the store manager, he cleared it. He was like, "Do you want me to leave? Do you want me to be here?" Mind you, the entire escapade that happened, he was very respectful. Never once got out of line. Never once got hostile. Never cussed or anything like that. Excuse me. Very respectable. He talked to the store manager. He's like, "Yeah, do you want me to go? Do you want me to leave?" She was like, "No." He's like, "You're cool that I'm here?" She was like, "Yeah." Gave him a fist bump and everything. Still don't know what this gentleman's like title is for Walmart, but he told him that he had to leave, told him he had to go, that it's coming from corporate, that it's not necessarily coming from them. He leaves. He's like, "Cool, it is what it is." He leaves. After he leaves, he gets pulled over by the police, and then he's issued a lifetime ban from Walmart. The police pulled him over, gave him the ban, told him that's a lifetime ban from Walmart.
That's
It was
crazy.
like, "Can I fight this? Like, what can I do?" or anything like that. He's like, the officer's just like, "This is coming from Walmart." The officer really did not want to do any of this. You could kind of see it in his face. He was just like, "I'm just here to deliver this." That is
He's
it.
like, I'm just doing my job.
Real
I'm just
shit.
here so I don't get fined. Like,
Real shit.
It's like them giving you the force papers. That shit is crazy. They be knocking on your doors. You're served. What is this? You just served.
You deserve.
Don't ask questions.
He has asked that his fan base do not boycott Walmart.
I have the video if you want me to play it.
By all means.
All right, let's get it popping.
Make it clear that I don't have any beef with Walmart. I don't want you guys to have any beef with Walmart. If you are shopping at Walmart, continue to shop at Walmart. I love Walmart. I understand that they have their policies. I want to respect their policies. It's okay. It's fine. I hope that me and Walmart reconcile. I want to reconcile. I would love to work with Walmart. My dream was to have my coffee in Walmart, my products in Walmart one day, but it's okay. I love Walmart still, and I respect them. I'm sorry. Anything that I did in videos that you didn't approve of, I apologize. This is my sincere apology. I just want to move on from it. If you guys feel like you have to speak on it and you're just going to do what you want, how about you just say, instead of saying don't go to Walmart or boycott Walmart, say, hey, Walmart, please forgive Damon. Will you please give Damon a second chance? Will you please work something out with Damon? But don't boycott. Let's just, if you're going to do anything, you feel like you have to say something, just encourage them to give me a second chance. Let's do that. I'm looking for a store that would like to put my meme all fuel coffee on their shelf.
So that basically, the video basically is him trying to appeal to maybe some Walmarts that are independently owned. Like, I used to manage a 7-Eleven, and even though 7-Eleven is like the bannerhead, the moniker, if you will, a lot of these businesses can be family owned as well, right? So he basically goes on like in that sense as well. But my thing is, and I hope I'm not speaking out of term for anybody else here, but I'm gonna speak for myself. Damon, I hear you, brother. You seem like a beautiful soul inside and out. Great man of God. Love that for you. Fuck Walmart. I'm not going back to Walmart. I got a homie that goes to Walmart, works at Walmart. I won't go to Walmart. I will also say, Walmart, make sure you make it right by this man, not because of him per se, but the work he was doing.
Well,
Like,
what did he do in the past? I mean, my thing is like this it must be real deep for you to get banned. What did he do in the past? Like, my brother, you don't look like you can even, break a sweat, let alone break laws. Look at this man.
he looks like no offense, King. I hope you know what I mean by this. He looks like the PG version of you, fam. Like,
That's if King went ahead and grew out a beard and shit. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a hobo king. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk.
like he looks very like, he looks like he smokes just as much as King, but like he won't cuss you out. He'll just call you bub and give you a hug. Like,
So that's hippie king right there. That's definitely hippie king. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Real
facts.
talk. You know what I mean? By all means, why don't you just? I know everybody's like boycotting Target now, and for those who don't know what Target is, Target. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, bump them.
You know, so why not put your, make it a bundle or not make it a bundle? What is it like? Do Costco or BJ's? You know what I'm saying? And sell your coffee in a bundle price.
It's not, I don't think that's the issue here. I think what he wanted to do is like, I think he was just basically saying that, not to say like, oh man, I'm hurt because of how I could personally benefit from this. I think he's trying to basically say like, look, I don't have any issue with them. Like, let's just say I'm on a different podcast, right? Like, let's just say I'm having a partnership with somebody else, and then some controversy gets out tension between me and this other person. I would then say something like, look, guys, there really isn't so much of an issue as you think. It's more their issue. Let me show you how much I don't have an issue with them. I would be willing to do this with them. That's not the I would say his gripe here. I think the fact that he is being halted from doing God's work is probably more of his gripe, despite where his coffee goes.
Say is God's work. That's kind of strong for you to say God's work.
It's God's work. I say that because we got a lot of politicians that only show up in the hood when they want votes, but you don't see them for nothing unless they don't do turkey drives or nothing, book bag drives or nothing. I'm just saying. That's just me.
Like this, right? We all know everybody got a pass. And I'm going to keep on hounding on certain names. So Mr. Beast and everybody else and all of them and that whole thing. Let them go and do that same thing. Let them go out there and start buying people's groceries. And I want to see Walmart do the same exact thing. I want to see Walmart ban them. Because if you're going to play it, right? Okay, yeah, he may have done some stuff in the past. There has to be some sort of statute of limitations at some point. You know what I mean? If this has been 2 years, 3 years ago, excuse me, even a year ago, you already filed the insurance claim. You already got paid 10, 20, 100 times fold. And half your staff who was there when whatever incident happened is no longer working there. In fact, I'm willing to bet more than 3/4 of that staff that was there whenever that happened is no longer there because your turnaround rate is shit. So what do you gain from this? What do you gain from this? He went out here and he's buying groceries that were going to get bought regardless or stolen.
Truth be told,
your loss prevention.
Shaq used to do the same thing. Shaq used to go inside and buy people's groceries and used to buy kids his shoes.
But that's the difference, though. He is a literal investment in Walmart. He's accumulated probably $12 billion just from Shaq footwear for Walmart. They would never tell Shaq to get up out of there.
Here's the bigger picture. Here's the bigger picture I'm looking at like this. Regardless, he's done his share of foolishness in the store in the past. He's trying to set a positive example of hey, I did this, but look, I'm coming back. I'm trying to do something positive to make up for what I did. He's trying to set a positive example, and you get rewarded. Why? You get rewarded by getting banned. I mean, so in other words, you might have made some mistakes, and yet you're trying to show your peers, your audience, your followers, hey, look, even though I did this, I'm trying to do something positive now. I'm trying to turn it around. You could do the same if, and this is setting a good example. And then he's getting rewarded by being banned from it. And that's where I have the issue at, because like you just said, if it was someone on a larger scale coming in there doing the same thing, they have a larger following, it would be interesting to see how they react and how they treat them. But I do like the fact that Darling is like, yo, hey, look, no harm, no foul. I'm moving on, and he's trying to turn something negative into a positive. He could have easily turned around and just said, yo, man, F Walmart, all this stuff. That's the normal reaction that most of us would have. But he's even still trying to turn it around to do something positive, trying to set an example that you don't have to hold a grudge. If people don't want to, want you to get, if people don't want you to give them business, and that's what he's doing. He's giving Walmart business.
Right.
And you don't want to take my business? Guess what? My money, okay, I can go somewhere else. No problem. I wish you all the best. God bless you. You love it. You like it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? If it was me, I'd be like, okay, no problem. I wish you all the best. My money will go elsewhere to help someone else in another area. And at the same token, you're showing class. He's showing class by not taking that typical road that most people would expect us to take. Oh, F it, man. Trash the place and all. No, I commend him for at least trying to do it the right way, to go on the positive route and saying, yo, and he's trying to still, hey, I'm trying to do something positive. I'm trying to put something I want to give back to the community and sell my product to get people to come out and buy, and also, help other stores. So it's like a twofer. So I just look at it like, okay, that's Walmart's loss, man. That's on Walmart. And these stores like Target and all that, they talk about.
You almost said Target.
No, he did.
I got him.
They only use us when it's only going to benefit them.
Facts.
But God forbid, we step and do our own thing, our own way, without having being held by the hand. Oh, wait a second now. Oh, wait. Well, no, oh, what you're doing. But I guarantee you, if he was running around acting like Bobo the Fool in there, they'd be like, okay, you know, they wouldn't have banned him. He'd be still probably running around acting like Bobo the Fool. But then because he's positive, they don't want you know, especially with Walmart. Walmart don't got the best reputation as it is to me.
Facts.
Like Tarjay, they don't have the best reputation. They don't have the best reputation. But the way I look at it, man, it's going to come back on them. So it's like cool. I respect my bro, my man for doing that and saying that, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, he's trying like Kid said, he's trying to do God's work. He's trying to do God's work. And at the end of the day, you know, if you don't want this business, no problem. He's giving. Do you understand when it comes to people doing stuff on the internet, positive or negative? If you're doing something out there to get exposure, you're giving those people exposure. You don't know how many people you reach. Even with this show right now, you had the young lady come on saying she's from India. Do you know how much of a reach that person may have to make other people say, "Hey, I want to go to." I'm from India. You know, I want to go to Walmart. You know, hey, you know, maybe this cat is there. You know, hey, maybe I'll buy some stuff there. Hey, maybe I might help out Walmart by giving some stuff to help out the store. But guess what? You don't have to do nothing. Move on to the next place. Not necessarily Tarjay, but maybe another business that would appreciate what he's doing and embrace him. You know?
Yeah.
You know what my conspiracy theory is? A Karen called on him. He was called out by
No, because you saw him giving more groceries to Karens than anybody else. The white women love him out there.
they may love him. No. Wait, hold on. Let's get it straight. Just because one or two Karens is getting taken care of, don't mean the third Karen got taken care of.
Somebody
There's always that one
groceries
Karen.
bought.
You know what I mean? There's that one Karen that didn't get her groceries bought.
Doing this.
Mm-hmm.
They're barbecuing. They're barbecuing.
It's funny because as we're talking about, you know, reaches and stuff, the last part that was brought up in the article was that, you know, like the video said, he's asking his fan base to not, you know, act out ignorantly. And his fan base pretty much told him, no, we are going to do what we believe is right. Fuck that. You know, they were like,
facts.
They were just like, dog, we love you. We love you. We hear what you're saying. We'll be right back.
I mean, for real.
The fact that like there are people like my question is, and I'm curious what you guys think about that. Would it take somebody like forget the Mr. Beast and these streamers that have really just got on the game? Would it take somebody like a Shaq to like shake the consciousness of a Walmart?
No.
Like, why not?
They're
Shaq
too far and rooted in places like Walmart, and all of them are too far and rooted in money to really give about image, because they're like, we don't care what you say and or do. It's like Sony. We don't care what you say and or do, because at the end of the day, you need us more than we need you. We can always find another you. You will never find another us. Exactly. More or less, that's the mentality that they have pushed out.
Right.
Shown us time and time and time again.
Even though I think Sony's about to get their ass spanked, but that's a whole nother story.
Yes, they are.
Yes, are. You know,
until it's really like, ideally, right? Let's just say, I'm gonna pick a state. Let's pick a state. Let's say Texas, right? If everyone in Texas just said, you know what, yo, we saw what you did to Dame, we not fucking with you. We're done with that shit. And they truly 100% just stop fucking with Walmart, that would start to fuck with them a little bit more. Think about like when what was that? When are we allowed to say the C word? When 2020 hit, right? How many places started really kind of reorganizing and re-imaging and started doing other extra stuff that they were never doing before, because they started realizing that their profits were taking a hit. These companies and these people and these boardrooms and all of that, they don't speak anything but dollar bills and numbers. And the moment you start putting red tags on their numbers, that's when you start getting their attention. That's why I say would like Shaq
like when you think of Walmart, you think of Shaq's shoes, right? If Shaq was to take his shoes and take them out of Walmart in like some form of solidarity with brother Damon.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh hell yeah.
Oh, okay,
doubt. Yeah, they would change their. They would definitely. Walmart would change their tune. Oh,
but who buy Walmart Shaq shoes anyway?
Yeah, they would come out.
But a lot of people do. People that don't got the bread for Jordans will buy some Shaqs. That's still very much a thing.
Because he's doing coffee, I would say even if Folgers decided to be like, you know what, yo, don't even know exactly what this man's coffee is going to taste like. It could taste like shit. We don't know, but because y'all did that, you know what I mean? Nah.
A brother that look like this, nah, he got some banging coffee. You already know.
You see the beard on him?
But you know what? Brothers like this are the ones that you least expect to be the ones that got the most cash, the most money. You know, and so my thing is, if someone like Shaq was to pull, I guarantee Walmart will put out a statement. Well, we like to say that we appreciate that, and you know, we realize that Mr. Darling is doing a lot for the community. So we welcome him back with open arms, and we changed the policy, and they'll do it. It's just like when coming up back in the day in the 90s, when Fox, when the CW or when it was Paramount, when Paramount TV had their thing, they had catered to our audience, the black audience, where they were having all these black shows. Fox was having all these black shows, and as soon as they got their numbers up, guess what? All of a sudden, show canceled. Show's no longer up. This show's gone. All of a sudden, it got reduced, and you only had one black show where you had maybe in the beginning 20 black shows.
Yep.
So it's amazing.
Also, I got a stat from one of our bag of chips. Walmart sells 1 million pair of Shaq shoes a month.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding, dude. I'm not kidding. Like budget shoes.
I'm from Brooklyn. I would never.
You may not, but again, budget. Remember who Shaq is. Shaq had a partnership with Reebok, and it ended in 1998, if I'm not mistaken.
Why do you know about my shoe, man?
Because a mom came up to him and said, like, kids are killing each other just to get your shoes. Mm-hmm. He remembers being them kids that couldn't afford them shoes. So what did he do? He hollered at Walmart. This is in his documentary, and and let's just say, okay.
Let me let you know something real quick.
Okay.
If I walked outside in Brooklyn, New York City, with some Shaqs on, I'm getting fucking clowned. I'm just gonna say that right there. But right now, that is dope though, huh?
I said that's fair, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Them Shaq shoes have been running for a while. I remember actually having, I think I had 3 pairs of Shaq shoes when I was younger, but that's because my feet were always big. Like right now I wear a size 15.
God damn.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
But
ladies,
I'm gonna take y'all back on the trip. I'm gonna take y'all back on the trip, right? Y'all remember the store Payless?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Them Airwalks probably the same number. They probably generate the same amount of revenue.
That's where I got my first pair of Shaqs, was Payless shoes. Because when I saw them, I was like, yo, Shaqs like Shaquille O'Neal? Shaqs? Okay, yeah, why not?
Shaq's underwear are in Walmart. Like literally, like
what?
He has. You think I'm being funny, but like Shaquille O'Neal has.
I seen the Shaq snacks. I seen the Shaq snacks. Them little gummies, the Shaq snacks. I eat the snacks. Them shits is fire. You know what I'm saying? Like Shaq is everywhere. I'm not gonna knock the guy's hustle. Shaq is everywhere. You know what I mean? But the whole shoes to selling $1 million a month is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous when you think of people that can't afford to pay $200 for a pair of Nikes, though.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that.
There are more people like that fit that demographic that can afford Shaq shoes than there are people that can fit. Like right now, right? I got a pair of Adidas on right now. This is a $90 shoe, right?
For what?
Same cost of material, but they flip it for a different price. Shaq sells his shoes for maybe like a third of this price. People that can't afford a $90 shoe are going to get Shaq shoes.
Yeah, more definitely.
So and I say that to say they always say if you want to know where if we want to get biblical for a second, if you want to know where a man stores his treasures, stores his values, you look to where he stores his treasures. So typically these corporations, they only value something, as King said, if it affects their wallet. They ain't gonna feel that unless somebody like a Shaquille O'Neal says, "You know what, big fella? I think I'm gonna take my shoes out of your store," and they gonna be hyperventilating like, "Yo, what are we gonna do?"
Yep.
Amen. Shaq don't like that. Shaq don't like that. Y'all go ahead and put my man back on.
That being said, Shaq, if you want to come on the show, there's a chair available. We got it in your size, I think.
Yo, man, I'll come on the show. Just let me know when to come on the show.
And I'll bring the Shaq snacks. Bring the Shaq snacks. Yeah.
No facts. I need at least 5 bags. Yes.
Hell yeah.
I need a couple of those.
This is the last one that we're gonna flip it. Y'all know Shaq had a deal with not a deal, but like a partnership with Arizona Teas.
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I seen the drinks with his face on it. This nigga puts his face on everything. Pause.
Well,
even this.
I don't know if you could redeem that with a pause, bro. I'm sorry. I think that one you already in the lead, bro.
But it's right though. His face was on fucking. It was on a can of Arizona. I was looking at this shit like I'm not drinking this.
You already knew what you get.
For the general.
Before we go any further,
Huh?
Because I want to do this before we get yelled at. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Please make sure you hit the notification bell. You subscribe to the Patreon. You hit the Discords. You're on the TikToks. You're in the Facebooks. We're on the Instagrams. We're on the TikToks. I think I said that already. As usual, we're at your mom's house.
Hey, there we go.
And where anywhere else where video and VHSs are sold and DVDs are sold. Also, shout out to Mayhem. She's in our chats right now. Please make sure y'all chit chat with her and shit. She did ask. She said you have a picture of a lion in a blue suit, and she wants to know what
that's
the hell.
The modern day Beauty and the Beast. The Beauty and the Beast with the dress. My wife and I, we teamed up doing Beauty and the Beast. We did a modern day Beauty and the Beast. If you recall back like a couple years back when they were doing these Disney characters dressed in suits and styling and profiling, we decided to do our version of Beauty and the Beast like that. So yeah, that's me as the Beast in a 3-piece suit with the colors and everything else.
Okay.
There we go. Do a quick shout outs real quick, and then we're gonna hit up with the next topic. Shout outs to Brianna Luker. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that last part. Bohaba, but yeah, shout outs to you. Theme park drama queen.
That is crazy. That is
just say they're African next time. Damn.
I know.
Say Wakanda forever.
You're not gonna get me for that. It is BHOOPA.
We're sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout outs to Paul. I'm just gonna call you Paul because I don't know how to pronounce your name and I don't want to butcher it. Shout outs to Paul. Respect to you. Next up, we're gonna talk, since we're on the topic of black owned, black businesses, black things like that. We have the next game that looks honestly astounding. So you already
we cannot, because we will get flagged, but we could talk about it though.
So how can we do a review on it if we can't show the damn
video?
If you don't play the music or something like that, you show a quick 2-second or 1 or 3-second video of it. As long as you're not playing music and all, I think it's all right.
Yeah,
we've done it plenty of times. We've shown video of the game and all, but we just don't have the music playing or anything like that. That's when
mute that bitch. Mute that bitch. Please.
By the way, Bag of Chips, I'm working on getting us a V column because V's favorite word is female dog, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. He sometimes just let it slip. If anybody that hears
let it slip.
like,
this is on purpose, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. I do this all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? You know, not the ladies aren't the only ones that can say bitch and be cool about that shit. Come on now. I don't mean to call you the female dog. I just say it as a term of endearment, baby.
He says it's so like salt. He just sprinkles it on his food. Like just anyway, King, do you want to introduce the subject matter before I bring the footage up? I'm looking for it right now.
So upon my journey in the interwebs, while of course inebriated, so a regular Tuesday, if you will, came across this video of a game that dropped the trailer about a year ago. So the trailer in and of itself is a year old. However, the alpha beta test, I can't remember how the hell the whole thing works out, has dropped as of this year, June 5th of this year. So you can hit up Steam and check out. The name of the game is YASUKE, and it's from a indie studio called The Alliance Studios. This project, it looks fucking amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you. It just looks fucking amazing. Do you have it pulled up, or you want me to grab it?
If you could grab it, that'd be great, because we talk a lot in our group chat. So
boom, share.
Is it based off the Black Samurai?
Yes.
Yeah. They had him. They had him in recently in Assassin's Creed.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a new take on it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're not gonna do it with the sound. Feel free to check that out. It is, of course, obviously on YouTube. But
hey, hold on. If you take it out of full screen real quick, I just want to just big us up, because you see our little happy behinds over there with our boy Smoke in the because when you type up the game, there we are. Go ahead and put it back on full screen.
I mean, yeah, I'm gassed too. That's what's up.
Okay.
Oh, as you can see, they do a great lock scaling of the character. Yes, a character with decent ass locks.
Yeah, that was one of the things that drew me in of it, was like, it's not the Killmonger Michael B. Jordan locks. Like, it's legit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I hate that shit. They just saw one lock nigga and say, yeah, we're gonna run with this shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
every nigga. You get a half lock.
All that.
You get top dreads. You get top dreads.
But we don't talk enough about how iconic Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger was, because look at Miles Morales in Spider-Man 2. That was his look too.
That was ugly when they put it on that motherfucker. Also,
okay, chill out.
I like it. Look, I ain't gonna front facts. I like the original. I liked his original look in the first Spider-Man game when
that man had a taper fade. Let the man look fresh.
Yep.
He was finding his blackness, doggone it. What's the problem? Like, what's the problem?
But there's a flip side to it, because at least we've gotten 3 different variations of his hair, both in the movies with the fro, both in the video games.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all right to be. How many characters can you say that had those different looks and all that?
Right.
What I mean?
Meanwhile,
awesome.
Peter's been having the same haircut number 3 for like 20 years. So
let's understand, Peter Parker also went to Wakanda and got his hair braided. Let's talk about that.
Yes, he did.
There we go. Come on now. Stop playing my mans.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit? So what are they looking to do with this game, as far as I guess, like, are they going to tell the story? Clearly they're making it almost like a modern.
So it's an original story.
Okay.
From what I've gathered, it's an original story that actually I do have the Steam page pulled up with the info.
Yo, Mayhem's dumb. She said he doesn't just direct it towards women, so that's why it's acceptable. Nah, I'm not mad at him for saying it.
Thank you, Mayhem. Thank you.
So I'd be like, yo, God, leave, fam. I thought we was cool. That's why people think we got smoke.
I told y'all. Saying bitch is just like saying nigga. At the end of the day, I feel like that's just part of the rotation. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
So the only bio that we have on the game right now is /glide. Discover your legacy as the heir to the legendary African samurai in this high-velocity 3D action game featuring futuristic swordplay, kinetic parkour, and anime-inspired action. In one of the videos that they do have, feel free to check out the video that gives like an intro to it.
Yeah.
It's not Oda Nobunaga per se, but a descendant of his that apparently is going to be the big bad of the game.
Okay.
To Yasuke. But the gameplay, the style looks very much very reminiscent of Devil May Cry meets like a Spider-Man kind of
Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm type animation. That's what it was making me think of a little bit.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking about like just like the gameplay, like, you know,
Right.
You have three different fighting styles. I think it was lion, cheetah, and rhino.
And it's
it looks great right now.
Yeah, you can download the demo on Steam right now.
Yep.
Oh, I'm about to do that shit.
Yep.
I don't have Steam yet. I keep telling myself I'm gonna get Steam. I haven't done yet. Plus, I don't play video games enough. I'm the gamer that has a very toxic relationship with games right now. Like,
this nigga's been trying to get us to play Helldivers 2 for the last month. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, because y'all some hoes for that. Because listen,
Helldivers is fire.
Helldivers, yeah, see. I just met Eric this week. The rest of y'all ain't got no damn excuse.
They just added a Warhammer.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
See, the way our budget has worked, 90% of it goes
No. It's on PlayStation Plus.
Well,
it's on PlayStation Plus.
I wasn't a big multiplayer fan until I got hooked into Helldivers 2. Me and my crew, we'd be up until 3 a.m. playing, and we'd be just going in there, just taking out aliens left to right. No, we were,
it's fun.
That whole game is inspired by Starship Troopers. I mean, you can't help but if you're a Starship Trooper fan, you automatically Aliens fan, you're automatically going to be sucked in. You know,
and it's on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Okay. This is your third time saying that, bitch.
Right.
All right.
Because I told you, because I said this 24 hours ago, and the person that I was targeted to, this was you, sir, have yet to even tell me you downloaded it yet. So I'm being passive aggressive for a reason. Anyway, back to the game. Black Samurai. Yes, go on.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to seeing what the final product is going to look like. Please check out the Steam, check out the videos. It definitely pulled me in. And I know we normally don't do free publicity like that, but nah, for real, this story, everything looks proper. And I do believe D Alliance is a Black-owned studio. I'm not 100% sure.
Nice.
Don't hold me on that. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not 100% sure, so don't. But this game does look like it's gonna have a lot of representation, a lot of good, and I hope that it gets all the publicity it deserves, because the artwork, the gameplay looks right, the artwork looks phenomenal.
I just hope it doesn't get South of Mayhem treatment. I don't know if y'all know the game South of Midnight. I think it was South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Yes. And a lot of people was, a lot of journalists was just calling it out like, oh, it's too woke, and all that hot mess, and making it like taking the publicity down for it and giving it a bad name before they even played it.
Well, you know what? It won awards. The thing is, it won awards. I played that game, a beautiful game. Played it on my Xbox, and that game is fire. But it did win awards and everything. It did get nominated. It won some awards and all. I'm hoping that the developers, they're trying to expand out and all that. But yeah, you got to support that game. You got to support it. The game is fire. You haven't checked it out. South Midnight is fire. I love that game.
Get your kids off of Roblox. Get them on, some real games.
No, big facts.
You know what I mean?
Big facts. Get that Fortnite off. I hate that.
Take them off of Fortnite. Let them really play some stuff that's going to be challenging for them. You know what I mean? Let them play some Dark Souls. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I hate road games, man. I ain't going to front. You talk about rage quit, man. Freaking hate road games. And it's a rogue like Black Myth Wukong was the first game I played that was rogue light. But because I was such a fan of Journey to the West, Monkey King, and all, I had to play it, man. And I mean, I got through that game from beginning to end, including the secret level and all. And then they made it even easier. But games like Mortal Shell and Dark Souls,
Neo,
and as much as I wanted to play Neo because they had Yosuke in it, Neo too, they had Yosuke, Yosuke. I was like, man. So that's what I said. But again, to each his own. Everybody got their flavor. For me, I hate road games. If you all hate road games out there, let me know you hate road games. So call it out.
I will watch people play it before I play it up myself, because I'm like, I don't have the patience for that. Like, okay, for example, like I'm normally not really a big, like you'll never catch me playing a horror game, like a Five Nights at Freddy or
Yeah.
but I ain't gonna lie, I love the storyline, and I will sit down and I will watch people play it because I like the storyline. The storyline seems pretty solid. I want to see where it goes, but you will never ever see me pick up a controller to play that shit. Hell no.
What if I paid you for content purposes?
I got all the Resident Evil games, and they sit in my fucking backlog. I don't know about you. All the Resident Evil games sit in my backlog.
I just feel like it would be so funny to have like you guys react to certain games, especially King. Like, I don't know. I just think the commentary would be funny. Yeah. Speaking of Roblox, you want to talk about Roblox a little bit, King? Subject matter wise.
So as one parent to any of the other parents that are watching this podcast,
We're all dads on the screen, by the way, as well. So keep that in mind.
So I'm gonna speak for myself because I'm pretty sure y'all feel the same way. But okay, so as an entire fucking group, damn it, because that just became elongated for no reason. It is important to get your kids off of Roblox. Fuck Roblox and everything that Roblox stand for. You know, and take heed to this. You do have the clip already pulled up, or do you need me to grab that too?
Keep talking. I'm pulling it up shortly. Keep going.
You know, shit is bad when Chris Hansen gets kicked off a game. Mr. To Catch a Predator. Mr. I've been doing this. I think he's been catching predators for like 30 something years. I might be wrong.
I would want to say 40, but keep going.
You know what I mean? Gets kicked off a game that is known to be soaked to the depths with predators, child predators. On a live con, I forgot the name of the con that he was at, but he was at some con, and he was with another gentleman who's also in the field of catching predators, and they were explaining, you know, the dangers of Roblox and things like that. And you'll see the clip here. They had an account. Now I think we can play the audio of this one.
No, this one, it's good because this isn't a gameplay, so we're good on this one.
So
all right,
finish up what you're going to show us today.
Well, I think it's one thing for all of us to just talk about Roblox.
Right.
I think people need to see it.
I couldn't agree more.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to show everybody here Roblox. So what you're going to do, so I legally can't play Roblox, so Chris has to.
Yeah, we're going to see how this goes here.
So you're going to click that button right there, the join thing.
Now, don't be shy about telling me what to do here.
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
The join right there.
Join right here? This one?
That one.
Okay, so explain what I'm doing by hitting this button.
So you are entering a game right now that is literally based off of a platform that was sued out of existence for child exploitation. That platform being Omegle. This is a game called Romy, and you'll see very quickly. So just hit start match.
Start match.
Yes.
This is Row Meet, which is available on Roblox.
Yes.
And is there any age verification or facial recognition for anybody to get on this?
I think this game is 13 plus, but
well, 13 is the exact target.
Yeah.
Prime target for predators.
Mm-hmm. Some of these people will straight up ask you,
right.
Okay, this guy's name's Freak for real, for real.
I think we may be onto something.
Yeah. Say hi. Let's see what Freak for real 7 has to say. What you doing? I think that's what he says.
What's up?
Oh, is that what he said? Oh, you've been kicked by moderators. Wow, what just happened here?
They're watching you.
Go. Are they watching? Here, wait. Hit exit. Exit on that.
Got it.
And then just refresh the page. I just want to know, Chris is controlling this, not me.
Right.
Yeah, just refresh that page.
Who am I logged in as here?
Roblox just banned the account. Oh my God. Wow. So Roblox employee is watching this right now. Live on stage, rather than banning that game, is going to do that.
Mind you, this is not anything new that Roblox has done in the past. Roblox has, I believe, a big lawsuit, class action lawsuit, in the midst of being pushed against them or something of that nature. Don't know the full scopes of it, but yeah, no. There have been many other people who do the whole catch a predator thing that it's proof. It's there. You know what I mean? Like they are there. if there was ever a time to really pay attention to what your kids are doing, this is not the 90s and the 2000s where you can just buy them Mortal Kombat, buy them GTA, buy them whatever and just send them off and think, okay, whatever. No, these are real, legitimate people, assholes, things that I cannot say because we're still trying to get monetized. Motherfuckers that are out here.
But yeah, motherfucker just left. Okay.
And hunting for your kids. And the company as a whole, Roblox as a whole, is doing very little to nothing about it.
Well, just like the Walmart conversation, remember, where a man will put his gold and his treasures is what he values. If there's equity and there's revenue in creating a space where, frankly, predators can foster more and exploit children in, why would you, when we also have a somebody in office in the administration that also allegedly has done the same thing? So they're just following the leader and the money. I'm not excusing it. I'm just letting you know this is how capitalists think, unfortunately.
Which is weird because it was a moderator. So it's just basically someone just hired to watch. Like, I don't get moderators.
It's unclear how they got to him so quickly. It's unclear whether he was talking, if Freak for real was a moderator, if they were watching the live feed that he was on, and then they just figured out where he was at. It's weird how fast they were able to clock him like that, and it's unknown how they were able to get him there or find him and ban him right then and there.
Aren't they scheduled, like situations like that, like when Roblox is being like streamed, or you know what I'm saying, they're being reviewed?
Yeah, they're targeted typically. They definitely want to see, they want to make sure, like, and I'm just telling you from like, as a live stream technician, and like the certain things that we have to go through, like even for us, there's be times where I have to reconnect our Instagram just because like subject matter that we're talking about, if enough people say, oh, we don't want that on the screen, like they're gonna shut it down. And we're not even that big of a content create, like, and that's not to knock us, but we're not even that large to be that much, to make that much noise yet. So imagine somebody in the status of Chris Hansen. Come on, fam.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't want him on there. They don't want anybody that's a responsible, comprehensive, emotionally intelligent adult that is not infantilized to be on there. They don't want adult monitoring on there.
But it's Chris Hansen, who you know what I mean? Chris Hansen catches everybody. So he was about to expose everything.
But again, if you value, if your base and customers comes from a large group of base and that's where your revenue comes from, why would you risk them people? We have that same problem now. We got people that are in public office where they cater to a majority that helped get them there. If they were to denounce those very people, they would be removed from their position. That's the same thing. Like it's a different game. Whether it's the dope game, the pimp game, somebody can hold around.
And you talk about my language.
I didn't have to use any derogatory language towards you, sir, my lord.
Smoke anyway. Man, what are your thoughts on the situation?
I say burn it all down. I say burn.
Yes.
Why? Here's the bigger question: why do we even have that up? Why is that system? I mean, why is that site even on? I mean, right. I understand what Kid is saying, but at the end of the day, if I know that you're hurting kids or you're doing anything to kids, the first time I'm like, all right, that whole site is going down.
Yeah.
It's no way in hell. And here's the killer. People know that this is like,
I don't even know how you play Roblox. That's how bad the publicity is.
But here's the thing. We know that it is. So why isn't people up in the uproar saying, yo, we need to, or you get someone who has technical, let's say the technical ability to, how can I say this?
Filter
The
out.
technical ability to
decipher.
shut it down. Because again, when it comes to kids, man, I don't play that mess, man. You get no reprieve with me. You get no pardon with me.
Mhm.
If you're hurting kids, if you're doing anything to kids, it's scorched earth. Straight up. I've said this before. As a parent, as a grandparent, as an uncle, as a godfather, scorched earth. You do something to my daughter, my granddaughter, my niece, my nephews, scorched earth. I don't care if the person's making a whole bunch of money. That's what, again.
That's my money now.
This is where I try not to turn from Bruce Banner into the Hulk, because the society on the whole, what we're dealing with right now, that's going on in the current administration, or as I call it, the regime. Look, it is the fact that we're allowing this to happen. It boggles my mind. So and I'm sitting there like, why are we allowed? Why pitchforks, torches and pitchforks and torches, man? I would have burned down that side a long time ago.
We
Like,
can't even. Here's the thing, Smoke. We can't even get there's a whole list. There's a whole list of former presidents that everybody has seen. They won't even be outraged about that. And let's just be honest. If it means calling out a certain group, much like when you pull on a thread on a shirt, you think you just gonna get that little bit that you see. But when you start,
I know it's a deep rabbit hole.
but the minute you start pulling, that fabric start to fall apart because you realize how much it's connected to. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you look at the files and all that stuff, that for those who got a chance to see some of the stuff that's going, I mean, come on, and we're allowing this. We know who the culprits are, and we're allowing this.
We're allowing it because we benefit from these same monsters. Not saying we as us on this screen, but there are people that are in positions of powers that benefit from the monsters. That's why they won't call them out.
But also there are people that with the powers that be that know if we look underneath the covers, they're going to get exposed too. People don't like to take responsibility or accountability for things that they let go for too long. So
they're gonna get them out of there. They're gonna go missing.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's what's going to happen.
Nobody wants to get, snap, your name's under there. And once your name gets out there that it was there, the whole internet is going for your ass. The whole internet.
Thing is this. As you said before, you said, you don't want to pull back the covers because exposing everything like that. That's fine. That's cool. Burn the bed. As a matter of fact, burn the whole house. Burn the whole house. Start from scratch.
Because as soon as we start treating this like this is the norm, we're going to be going down. We're slowly going to decline as a society. Someone has said this to me some years back. They're like, they're going to try to normalize this.
Right.
As soon as you start normalizing this kind of BS, I'm going to tell you right now, man, we as a society we're never going to get back on top as a society if we normalize this kind of BS that's going on right now. I'm trying to make sure I don't,
No, smoke. You're being real docile right now, bro.
The Marine to me be like, let me tell you right now, this is bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'll cuss up like a storm, man. I'm just saying, there's a lot of bullshit. I think right now, the shit that's going on, we're normalizing this shit, and we shouldn't be normalizing it. Bottom line is, if because it's easy for these people to say that, but unless it's their kid, in that same situation, we're gonna have everyone. No, mother. Let me just again. I'm trying to be because you're talking to someone. We are all four of us are fathers. Mm-hmm. I'm talking from a father's point of view because I know if it was my daughter, and I had someone made a mistake and made a compliment to my daughter when she was 12. And I told him, I said,
that wasn't a mistake, Smoke. That was a conscious decision.
That was a major mistake. And I had to correct him. I'm like, say it again. And I'm knocking your snot box. I'm knocking a chest in your hole. You're going to feel what it's like to get your soul pulled from like Mortal Kombat. And so, like I said, I personally, again, my daughter was always on my hip when we would go out and all, because I can't imagine what kind of mental what is wrong with there's got to be something wrong with you to want to have that urge. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Seriously, to have a site dedicated where these idiots are on there, to exploit kids is a bunch of fuck. And the fact that we're allowing this shit to go on, and the powers that be know what's going on, they need to take that shit down, and yet they're sitting back like, oh well, it's a matter of profit. Fuck that. Like they say, money is the root of all evil. You can
for the love of money is the root of all evil. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But how much money do you have to sell your soul like that? And again,
it don't cost much for some people.
I get real, and I mean, a lot of times I try to be diplomatic. I try to take that path, like, well, hell yes, But I mean, at times, man, that that's when my PTSD starts kicking in and stuff, man. I start getting triggered because I get real angry and I get amped about this because I think it's bullshit. And on the topic of this, it's just like, as someone, and that's why I always cheer. And again, I'm not one to want people to outright up, but when I hear pedos or pedophiles going to jail and them being taken care of in jail, hey man, they get what they deserve. They get what they deserve.
The Lord's work. The Lord's work.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it just says a lot about like the generation we're in. Like, remember, you're a little more seasoned than the rest of us, but like, remember where we could go to the movies? Like, our parents would feel comfortable dropping us off at the movies. My daughter my older daughters are the same age as I was when I first started. Like, my parents first started dropping me off to go to movies with my friends. That thought don't even cross my mind now.
But we had more mental awareness. Let's get something straight. We was brought up where, our parents beat us senseless, like, don't talk to this person. You know what I mean? If someone that's not me or your dad calls you, do not go with them. Your mom gave you instructions on don't open the door for nobody. If it ain't me, don't open the door. Even if it's your dad, don't open the door until I get home. So you had, we had instructions. We had a lot of mental awareness. Plus, we had a lot of programs that made us more aware of don't talk to strangers, stranger danger, all that other shit. These kids don't have, they have the awareness of a squirrel. I promise you. And it's the tablets. They don't touch grass as much as we used to. We used to be out till the lights came out, my brother.
Yeah, a lot of that falls back on the parents, though. A lot of that falls back on the parents. Back then, and what you're referring to, we had parents and people who were working the 1 to 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs, and still was able to come home and cook a fucking dinner or cook a fucking breakfast, do the laundry or whatever, or taught us how to do such. You know what I mean? We have a lot of people who are parents, but they're nothing more than ATMs to a fucking child.
Well,
they couldn't tell you what their child's favorite color was.
Well, the problem is they coddle these kids too much. And look, I'm keep it real. Like, I've seen it happen. I've had talks with people. Like, I said, yo, man, I said, your kid needs to have a backbone, because you drop them in certain areas of Philly, they ain't gonna be able to survive. Drop them in North Philly, in the hardest part of West Philly or Kensington, they ain't gonna survive. And so my thing is always, like, my parents, I was blessed to have my parents. They made sure we weren't taking shit. My twin sister, she was like, look, man, I feel bad for anybody that stepped her. And she lived in New York. She lived in the heart of Manhattan, right down, and we're talking about the 90s. She lived down there. So she would tell me stories, and she would be like, people would try to walk up on her, she'd be like, damn, motherfucker. And she started talking to her and everything else. And so, because our the way our parents brought us up, we learned long time ago not to fall for the okie doke. These kids, you tell them, like, luckily with my daughter, I always taught her, don't take no shit from no man. If a man put his hands on you, you make them wish to God they never did, and all this stuff. And if something happens to you, you do this, that, and the other. And so my daughter was a lot more prepared. But a lot of these kids don't have that. Like you said, okay, it's a matter of the parents. It's up to the parents. But these parents coddle these kids. They said, here's a cell phone, here's a tablet. Now go in the corner somewhere and leave me the hell alone. I'm just getting
big fact.
Tell you,
that's the problem.
When I got my first cell phone, my niggas? 15, bro. 15, I got my first cell phone. It was a Nokia. The ancient Nokia phone. Look into the text. You will see the pictures. Yo, you could drop it from like 2 feet, like not even like 12 feet in the
You
air.
know that
And it's
motherfucker's in the
still,
museum now.
Now here's
Yes.
the thing. I'm gonna tell the most parents out there: when you can teach your kids how to read a map, that's when
MapQuest.
you know. Okay, when you can teach your kid to read a map without having a cell phone, and learning and showing them how to survive without a cell phone, teach them how to learn to read a map. Teach them how to read a map.
Things like
Better than that, if they don't know what street they live on, you can't
yeah.
have a cell phone. Like,
Oh yeah, my son, for example, my son is 7 years old right now, and like since his summer camp has started, we walk like to and from the summer camp, and we take different routes. And it's gotten we're such a routine now where I'm like, I want you to choose the route. I want you to show me how you get to and from. And this 7 years old, he's like, okay, we go here, we cut here, we walk down this way, we cut there. And I'm like, okay, you see that guy? You going to talk to the guy? No. Why? Stranger danger. Bet. Okay. If something happens, what you do? So-and-so lives over here. I can go over here and call them. Okay. What if they're not home? So-and-so lives over here. I can go over there. You know what I mean? It's a matter of there's too many. And I like, okay. There's too many of y'all. And I'm speaking to the general public of whoever the fuck is watching this. There's too many of y'all that do not deserve to be parents. And I say that in the sense of
facts.
Not so much that you're immature, but you're too irresponsible.
Man, don't pull your punches. No,
it
they're
ain't pulling
immature.
punches. Hold on. Zoom it back on me.
Kids raising kids, man.
You know what I mean? You had your child and you didn't know if you were ready. And you had every option and every which way to figure out a way to get out of the situation. You chose to keep the child. You chose to be here. Mind you, every decision that led to this moment, to me talking to you right now, is because you motherfucking made it. One way or the other, you made that motherfucking choice. You chose to lay up, spread your legs, or stick your dick in. You chose to wait the 9 months to give birth to that beautiful soul. Now it is your responsibility to raise that beautiful soul to be a responsible, beautiful person. But that does not involve you shoving them in front of the fucking TV, shoving a fucking cell phone in their face, shoving a damn tablet, or any of that. You actually have to be there. For some of you that don't understand what I'm talking about, it's like raising your dog, except you don't put them in a cage.
Yep.
Do not put your child in a cage.
So my dad told me, once you become a parent, your life stops. You know what I mean? You as the person, me individually, my life stops, because individually it's not about me anymore. It's about the person I brought to help bring into this life. You know what I mean? So as a parent, you have to realize that, yeah, my dad, yes, was like, he had his bad stuff. Like, you know, like people want to gentle parent their kids. They want to be friends with their kids. I can't stand that shit. These kids are not your friends. And like, these kids are not your friends. They're human beings that's going to be set out into the world, and how you take care of them from point A to the time they leave your house is all on you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And mind you, they might not even like you. At the end of it, you can gentle parent, try to be their friends, learn the lingo, and they can still hate your guts by the time they leave the house because you were too busy.
But then that's when you tell them, look, I'm not here to, I don't care if you don't like me or not. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here to raise you, to take care of you, provide for you. When you turn 18, you're out the door. My dad used to say, I came from a household of three of us, 3 boys and 1 girl. And my dad made it very clear. Either you join the military or you're going to college, but you're not staying here. You turn 18, you're out. And I was like, yo, I was on delayed entry program. I could not wait to get out of high school to go to the military. My siblings, and I'm telling you right now, that's because the way our parents raised us. They raised us to be independent. They raised us. Look, at the age of 12, 13, man, I was doing lifeguard work. I was working odd jobs. I was hustling, working down in the Gallery Mall back in the day, and everything else, man. I was making money. My dad taught us to be hustlers, how to hustle, to make your money, save up your money. So when you have the summertime, you can have fun. I learned that, man. I learned how to bust my ass and everything else. I try to instill that with my daughter because, and to her credit, when she had my granddaughter, my daughter never had to really call me. If she really needed something, she knew how to call me. But she never had to call me, Dad, I need money. Dad. No, because I told her, I said, look, when she had my granddaughter, I told her, I said, look, it's not about you no more. It's about her. At the end of the day, but make it very clear, my house is not a pit stop. My house is not a pit stop. I said, so, this is your thing. When I was raising my daughter, I mean, if you knew me when I was raising my dog, everybody will tell you, live, sleep, eat, talk, walk. My daughter, like she would go, dog. I would pick her up and play hooky from school just to get her out of school for us to go out. And I would teach her. And I mean, I would come up to school at that time. That's when I was wrestling. I would go to school, talk to the kids in the class. When the first time the boy he did something to her pudding, like she had this pudding cup. I came up to the school, left my job early, had to talk with the boy's mom, and I sat in the back of the classroom waiting for the mom to get there. And mind you, my daughter at that time was like maybe 8 years old, and the boy was 12 years old. He put his tongue in her pudding or some shit, and I was like, really? And I had to talk. And after that, I would come into school. Hey, hi, Mr. Smoke. Hey, how you doing, sir? And all this stuff. No, but again, man, you got to put the fear of God in these kids, and also you let them know.
My favorite saying, baby.
You got to let them know the kids are, because like all her friends, they knew. They're like, yo, your dad is cool as hell. Your dad, I respect your dad and all, because they knew what time it was with me. I'm like, yo, I'm cool as hell, but don't get it twisted. Again, you got to do that with your kids, especially for and it's good to hear other brothers that feel the same way, because you don't hear that. You don't hear brothers like talking about how, raising your kids and all. You always hear a lot of sisters talking about it, and my hat's off to those sisters that raise the kids, but you need to hear more men of color talking about raising their kids and what it's like for our individual experiences as far as how we raise our kids.
Like this, right?
So, and I mean, this is why my twin sister comes to me when, even though their father, he's, working all the time, my godsons, they're like going on 19, college and all, and I'm giving them advice and all, and I'm pulling them aside, and I'm like, yo, stop having this. I know you don't know shit. You don't know. When you got your own place and you're making your own money and you're paying bills, you might know a little. Hell, I don't know everything.
Man, until you got somebody that only calls you when they need gas money, and you're the person that they called. No.
I put it to you like this,
you had something?
I put it to you like this. My household, any of the kids, whether it's my nieces, my nephews, my god kids, any of them walk in my house, even the newest addition, the one, well, soon to be 1 year old, knows there's one golden rule when you enter my house: don't fuck up. What the hell does that mean? It means this: if you are doing something and you feel as though that what you're doing, you either have to sneak, lie, or hide it, or some sort of something like that, that's fucking up. Don't do that. You're more than welcome to eat the food. It's there to be eaten. You're more than welcome to use the bathroom. Stop fucking asking me. You're more than welcome to watch TV. It is what it's there for. I paid the bill this month. You can watch it. It's okay. Just don't fuck up. You know what I mean? My daughter, both my kids know I love them to death. Even my daughter, like her and I, we had a little tip this morning. We worked it out. Boom, boom. But their schools know that if they need any kind of disciplinary action, you call their mother. The schools also know that if talking with the mother once or twice doesn't necessarily work, and she says, okay, well, fine, I'm going to call their father, negotiations have stopped and ceased. Because I am not coming to talk. There's very little, there's no talking, that there's no calming me down.
And I think
very ignorant.
I think that's what the household misses nowadays: the fear of dad, the fear of the dad. Because when you can hear, wait till your father gets home, or do I like
my kids hate that?
Yeah,
don't make me call your uncle, man.
Yeah. Man. Let me tell you something. When my daughter would act up, even when me and her my daughter's grandmother, she would say, "I'm gonna call your father." She said, your daughter's doing this. That. I said, what did Grandma say? What did Mama and Katie say?
Man, my one of my daughters was popping they ish with they mom last week. I had a podcast. I stopped everything I was doing on the podcast. I heard out of the corner of my ear. I said, hold on real quick. I was like, yo, give me that phone. I was like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Huh? Who's this? You know exactly who this is. This is your dad. Huh? Yeah. I don't talk to your mother like that. So why are you talking to your mother like that?
Exactly.
Like the masculine when I say masculine, because I think a lot of times when we're having a conversation of masculinity, they always have to compound it with toxic masculinity, as if we don't have toxic femininity that exists in these streets.
Well, we ain't
A
gonna talk about
comprehensive, emotionally intelligent, comprehensive man is what we need more in TV. They don't even, not TV, but in culture, but they don't even make these same TV dads anymore.
No.
That's part of the problem.
No, absolutely not. If
Like,
I mean, please, man. And it's a shame because, you know, and again, I came up in the era of Cosby Show and shows like that, Rock. If you remember the show Rock, if you haven't, if you don't
I love
know
Rock.
Carl Winslow, boy.
You know,
Parenthood.
No. But you had Rock, you had Cosby Show, you had like you said, Family Matters, you had Fresh Prince, you had strong male.
Even
fathers.
different strokes. Even that white man that adopted them black kids, like they was not playing with them kids.
You know, and it's a shame because now is a whole bunch of buffoonery going on. Hell, even the old shows that would have on the CW or PNC,
no, Static
Network.
Shock's daddy, bro. Virgil's dad, yo.
That. Well, hell, even Miles Morales. Well, you know what? I got to give it to Miles Morales' father. You know, got to give it to Miles Morales' father because he's all about it. You know, he was all about Miles, man. His dad was all about Miles. So I mean, but again, we need to see more of that. We don't need to see that once in a blue moon. Where before we had a variety in the 80s and 90s. We had a variety of black fathers or fathers that you would see on TV that you could say, okay, I can identify. You know, when the PSAs, when cartoons used to have the PSAs. And they would tell you, you know, stranger danger, watch out, don't go do this and stuff like that. Like again, man, I was blessed to come up in an era where I was fortunate enough to have all that. When Sesame Street, I used to before Sesame Street got gentrified, and yes, before they made Elmo the center of attention. When you had, you know, a whole neighborhood, like again, I came up in that era where Sesame Street was the hood. It was everybody got along with everyone, and you learned something. Now it's gentrified and all this crap, and it's not the same. You know, even Mr. Rogers, say what you will, Mr. Rogers was the bomb too back in the day.
That was everybody's bomb right there.
I left the company. And so again, you're talking to an old head that came up in that era where I could appreciate what came out because it was like, you know, and then having parents that gave a fuck about me, you know, where they didn't watching TV was like that was considered a treat. Watching TV was like go outside, you're outside from you do your homework and all, go outside until the lights come back on. You come back in the house and stuff. It's like, again, TV watching the after school specials was a treat. Watching like Charlie Brown, 7 o'clock CBS was a treat.
Exactly.
TV was like, it was like, hey, we're going to give you some scraps. And you were like, oh, thank you. And you were just happy just to have a little bit of TV. Most of that time, man, we were out there discovering and exploring. You know,
you got to think too, right?
What's that?
In that landscape, you got to think too, in that landscape there was no really like a home game console. Like all of that was still kind of like brand new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're talking about eras where it had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the
Sega Genesis.
You know what I mean? Like all those where it's like if you didn't have it, your homeboy down the street probably had it. Somebody in the neighborhood probably had it, and everybody would flock to that house. Other than that, you taking that quarters, you hitting the arcade, you getting them all in the arcade, you playing the games over there. You know what I mean? Like it was a total different landscape. Now when you have the era of where everything is catered to you and just centered to you and delivered to you.
Well, that's the problem with the generation now, and I hate to say it like this, they're spoiled. And even when we watch TV shows, and I talked about this earlier, we watch these TV shows and all this, everybody's got an opinion. Everyone wants to be on their soapbox instead of waiting for the show to come out. Or, like the Green Lantern show. Everybody was dissing the Green Lantern show. Oh, the trailer, and all of a sudden now, new trailer comes out where they show the first 5 minutes of the show, and everybody's like, yeah, DC is back. And I said, wait, weren't you saying DC ain't shit? a week ago and all this
Oh,
stuff.
I hate those motherfuckers. Those get on my nerves because I'm like, yo, can we wait for the movie to come out before y'all let them cook? I'm like, let them cook. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a mic, and I know people be talking shit like, okay, we on mics, but respectfully, we're not just talking shit. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Before we start,
wait a minute.
Hold on. Before we start, we are going to talk about Spider-Man. If you have not seen Spider-Man or don't want spoilers for Spider-Man, looking at a certain someone, now's the time to go. All right. Again, we are going to talk about Spider-Man. If you have not seen it, you don't want spoilers, now's your time to go. Okay.
Thank you for joining Too Much Dip on the Chip. You got 20. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because we're doing all spoilers in this bitch. All spoilers.
That's right.
So
yeah.
If you have not seen the movie, you have about 12 seconds to get the fuck up out of here. Because I don't want to hear shit in the comments about, I didn't know you spoiled it. Because I'm going to politely tell you to go fuck yourself, and it won't be polite.
You said, but why say politely, nigga? What the fuck?
Okay. So do you want to introduce this, King, the subject matter at hand?
Simple enough. Did y'all motherfuckers see the Spider-Man movie? Fuck what Sosa said for a second.
Yeah.
Respect to Sosa, but fuck what he said. Did anybody else see? Everybody here saw the Spider-Man movie.
And mind you, just be clear, Sosa, one of our bag of chips, one of our faithful bag of chips. Love you, brother.
Hell yeah, we do.
But you need to get drug tested like ASAP.
Did this man say that it was trash?
Yeah, I guess so.
How, Sway? How?
Give him a chance, actually. We haven't done this before, so let's give him a chance. Sosa, you tell us while we're talking, you tell us why you think the movie was trash, and we'll bring it up. But the rest of us, sensible human beings will continue the conversation.
Hell yeah.
So, gentlemen, what are your thoughts of the movie? You've seen it.
I will say for me, I will say for me, not the best Spider-Man movie, because my man King was hyping up as the best Spider-Man movie. To me, the one where they had all three Peters, that was it for me. Like that,
but that was
Andrew Garfield and Pete. I don't care. That
doesn't make it the best.
Damn. Well, you see, we're gonna learn real quick, Smoke. This guy right here, he doesn't like opinions. Like, we had a whole argument because I said I prefer Mario to Neo, but my God, just me speaking for myself.
Go ahead, guys.
Thank you. I ain't had to call you a female dog to get my point across either. Look at that. Wow, it's beautiful.
It's coming off the tongue real quick. Pause.
But I will say though, I did not know how they were going to recover from No Way Home. I feel like they as far as writing, this is probably the most beautiful writing I've actually seen in a Marvel movie. Like, and I'm willing to go further than a Black Panther movie. And y'all know my Pan-African behind. That's a lot. The fact that like they covered everything from like they got Tom Holland's Spider-Man away from his tech dependency to like really embrace the identity of being Spider-Man. Fam, that moment where he was like, he could hear Gene and he goes, I'm both, nigga. I was like, let's go.
That was fire.
It was fire, man. Just a great movie. Just not my favorite Spider-Man movie, but it was, I might need to rewatch it. I don't know. Maybe my opinion will change if I watch it again, but it was so good.
All right, I'll give you that. Does it give you I want to watch it multiple time vibes?
Yes.
That's where my thought process is when it comes to certain movies, when it comes to like Spider-Man. Like if I put on No Way Home, A Brand New Day, No Way Home, all that, can I watch it more than once? I feel like I can watch this more than once, yes. But the story was like, okay, I wanted to see more Tombstone. Like my thing is like the 4 years, bro. 4 years. You just can't be giving me a recap. I don't like recaps. Recaps.
Well, you do know that they're planning on bringing him back in the next one. And also there were scenes that they didn't get a chance to. They had to cut because of the time on the movie, the time of the movie and all. But he has longer scenes. I believe they've been talking about possibly doing
a director's cut, the extended cut. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There we go. Because that Tombstone, I love the fact that one albino dude did it. Because when I watched him on Black Lightning,
he was king.
He's fucking hilarious.
Yo, he killed me, bro.
Also, Rosario Dawson, they had to cut her scene, but she's in it because her connection with the Daredevil, Luke Cage.
Right.
I heard about
the whole
that.
thing where people are wondering how was it that Peter didn't get his mask taken off? There's a scene where she's in that basically puts that to rest. She makes sure that Peter keeps his mask on, and then you got the Punisher there and stuff. Because remind you, she's never teamed up with the Punisher on any of the Netflix shows. So that's the first time they actually showed her when the first time they actually met. And but I'm gonna keep it real as far as my opinion goes. Into the Spider-Verse movies, both 1 and 2, to me are peak. They are my two. Now, before those came out, it was Spider-Man 2. Even with the Tom Holland movie, Spider-Man 2, because there's a line where Aunt May talks about a hero in all of us. And every time I hear that, man, it chokes me. It's like my mom talking to me. And that scene alone. And then also Peter was catching so much shit in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Like, damn, man. I felt bad. I'm like, yo, he's trying to do everything right. And he was just getting shitted on left and right. And he still was trying to keep. And so the fact that with this, with and I love Brand New Day. I love Brand New Day. They took little things from Spider-Man 2, implemented in Brand New Day.
Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man also.
Yeah, they were taking it. They were taking elements from a little bit of Amazing Spider-Man as well, and giving you that feel like, okay, this is Peter's version of what he's going through. With the Miles Morales' Spider-Man movies, to me, it hits more of a personal level as a person of color.
Yeah,
you can understand and relate on a whole different level. And I'm talking as a person of color. When that scene, when he's finally getting his stride and he's falling off that building for the first time, and he's got the jacket on, and you hear that music and Can't Stop Me Now, and he was like, "Woo!" No, I was getting goosebumps.
So that's what I was going to say. Also, is the soundtrack.
Yes.
Tell me, Nickelback Heroes wasn't the best Spider-Man soundtrack. When you heard Heroes,
yes,
and Spider-Man 1 was always Toby's. That's what will make Tobey Maguire
3 Doors Down.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
The best because it was the soundtrack. Even with the Into the Spider-Verse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Peak. Part 2 had a great soundtrack too. So I was hoping that Brand New Day had a dope soundtrack to go along with it to actually make you vibe with the movie as much as possible. Because I can tell you the truth. Back in the day, me and my brother played Nickelback Heroes, and we don't listen to country music, bro. Heroes made us listen to Nickelback, all their songs until they did Rockstars, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. But yeah, soundtrack, baby. When it came to Brand New Day, I was the white girl that was in the Tobey Maguire, the Russian girl that was in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in his apartment. They played that off too. They gave him a white girl that
Natalia's sister. Yeah, Natalia's sister. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was dope. You know what I'm saying?
That he was wearing the juicy jeans.
Yeah. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, because even that scene in the elevator, they did that with Spider-Man 2 when Spider-Man lost his power and he's sitting in the elevator. I'm like, yo, they did that in Spider-Man 2, but it was still dope because you see Tom's version. What he's going through.
They pay homage to the classics while
let's talk about, as someone who's old school, let's talk about the covers. How they covered the highlights, like when they were covering those last 4 years or 3 years right after No Way Home. The covers they were paying homage to with the tarantula, with him in the first Amazing Stories when Spider-Man is, basically they were paying homage to the covers of different Spider-Man covers. And I thought that was, man, as a longtime comic book reader, as a longtime Spider-Man fan, I'm sitting there like, just like, oh my God. The fact that
Right.
they wanted to recreate those scenes. And again, for old school cats like me, yo, I was like, you, I mean, hats off to the director because he wanted to pay straight up homage to. That's when you know you got someone who's a fan of Spider-Man. When you have a good Spider-Man movie like that, or X-Men movie, or any of those kind of comic book movies, when you got a good director and they are telling the origin story, they're telling the story that fits the narrative of what we would normally read in the comic books, they understood the assignment. They understood the assignment. You know,
so can we all say before we go forward? I know King has to give his opinion. Can we all say this is actually the first Spider-Man movie for Tom Holland? I know everybody's like there's other three, but this is the first like Toby's, and it felt like the first for Garfield was just him. Think about it this way: when you look at it, it's him solo dolo. Yeah. It's not with him with a team. It's not him with Iron Man. It's not him being so. He doesn't have like other characters picking him up and building him up.
Well,
he's not,
to be fair, this is so apparently this is like his Tom Holland Spider-Man is like based on Spidey and his amazing friends. That's why they always are incorporating somebody in the mix.
Right. So, but what I mean by this, this is like how Tom has his Spider-Man in the city by himself. Doing the thing, Garfield doing the thing, and it's just Tom doing the thing by himself. This feels like his actual first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it felt like you were reading the actual Spider-Man comic book versus the first two Spider-Man movies of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, where to me they were more like Marvel team-ups. Like there was a back in the day. They used to have this thing called Marvel team-ups, and Spider-Man would team up with someone in the Marvel universe. So even though there were good Spider-Man movies, the Tom Holland movies, the first two, to me they were Marvel team-up movies. And of course, them connecting them with the Endgame and Infinity War saga and all that, they were all connected. But to me, it was Marvel team-ups. This and you hit it right on the nose, V. It really, to me, this was like as soon as Spider-Man, as soon as the end of the last Spider-Man movie, when he was putting on the classic costume and he was going out there in the winter, it sent chills to my spine because I'm like, oh man, we're gonna get classic Spider-Man now. Like they showed he had the sewing machine, he was back to basics, and the fact that we got that in Brand New Day, man, I'm like, oh my God. It was like you said, it's like, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there are times where there's movies that are so good that I have to watch only once and I have to wait for a long time because I want to have that same excitement to watch it again. So I'll put it away for 6 months and not see it again, just to want to rewatch it because I want to forget everything I saw. That's how good Spider-Man Brand New Day was for me. Like I saw it, and I'm like, okay, I can't. I want to wait. I want to wait because I want to be excited. I want to own. First off, I want to own this movie in my collection. So once I own it, I'll be able to watch it at home. When I watch it at home, and not on streaming, but watch it at home, where I could pause it and say, "Wait, let me." Oh shit, I didn't see that. Pause it. I'm telling you, that's what I did with the Miles Morales movies. I saw it in the movie theater. I waited when I got it, the actual copy, and I waited 6 months. When I got the actual copy and I was able to watch it, man, it was like rewatching it. It was like watching like I never watched it because I made myself forget a lot of stuff. I'm like, okay, I know this, I know that, but I ain't gonna remember. I wanted to like be having that excitement again. I'm telling you, it's not. It's the bomb when you can watch something and appreciate it. Now I just watch it all the time. Like I can watch Into the Spider-Verse and both movies all the time and never grow tired of it. But I have to do that initiation. And that's what's happening with Brand New Day. It's like, saw it, loved it, can't wait to own it.
What about you, King? What you got?
For me, Brand New Day did a lot for me. But one thing that I would say Brand New Day did, this was the first movie, I would say, since maybe the first Black Panther. This is the first movie that felt like Stan Lee would actually check the box off.
Oh,
Oh.
no doubt, no doubt.
This is the first movie in a long time where I felt like Stan Lee would actually be
Random. Was
I'm-
he in this movie? Did he have
No,
a cameo at
no,
all?
no
Okay, go ahead.
homage, nothing.
But
Go ahead.
this is the first one where I could see Stan Lee actually doing some sort of cameo or something of that nature, because it felt very grounded. It felt very much close to the source material. Much like y'all was saying, it didn't feel like a team up. It didn't feel like a tie-in. It didn't feel like none of that. Now, one thing also I want to add is I never thought until seeing this movie, I never thought I needed a buddy series or a buddy movie of the Punisher and Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
needed that in my life.
That dude was dope.
Until I saw this fucking movie, that I was like, I fucking need this in my life.
Dude, it was giving like where Tony was kind of like the father that Peter never had of sorts. Punisher was like that big bro that was like kind of like gets locked up, kind of
Always
a
in
pothead.
shit.
Like,
I want to
always
know
in
what
some
happened in
shit.
Staten Island. That's all I really want to know. You know what I'm saying? That shit had me dying the whole time.
Listen, Marvel. If I have any requests for bonus features, you gotta give us what happened at Staten Island. You have to.
Hell
Well, you
yeah,
know the
bro.
story. You know the story for behind the scenes. Like they're real. Him and Tom Holland, they're really tight. But you know, behind the scenes, when Tom Holland auditioned to play Spider-Man,
Oh yeah, he suggested him. He
helped him on the audition and vice versa. He helped him on the audition because he was doing Punisher, and then when he was auditioning for Punisher, Tom Holland helped him. Like it was crazy. He was like, "Yo, whoever thought we'd be playing the actual roles that we were auditioning and helping each other on?" And
Nah,
they have a nice history though. They have a nice little history.
Yeah.
I would add on to it, right? So much like I said, I do want to know what happened with the hand. I want to know that story. Was Daredevil involved?
Yeah.
Was he not involved? I want to know what happened with Staten Island. You know what I mean? Like I want to see all these different team ups. Now, one thing I thought that was gonna happen that didn't happen, which I'm okay
You want
with.
to say Daredevil?
No. I thought they were gonna do the scene where Spider-Man punches off the jaw of the Scorpion. I thought they were going to do that scene. Now I get that's a different Spider-Man. That's Superior Spider-Man. So I can get why he didn't do that. But when he was whooping Scorpion's ass and he was really giving him like the Hulk Loki kind of treatment, and really I was just like, oh, he is fucking him up,
Fading him.
Yo, it really made me fucking laugh. But the movie as a whole, and for me, what it also kind of did, it was a nice closure, I guess, for me, for the golden years of Marvel to now entering this Ultimates-esque time frame. You know what I mean? Because Tom was the only one, I think I touched on this in the last episode. Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the only one that has not shown how he's gotten past the whole Iron Man thing fully. Like what happens post it. Like we already know what happens in Wakanda. We get a new Black Panther and possibly even another Black Panther. We know how, for the most part, everybody else but Pepper and Rhodey, how they've moved past post Iron Man, how everything is and everything and such. But you really wanted to see how much of the Spider-Man that we had pre-Tony and post-Tony was actually Peter Parker and not Tony.
This was the one that he was his protege of sorts.
Yeah, and this is where you got to see the balance of he's still smart as shit. That's not getting taken away. He's still smart as shit.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? He's still young.
Why is Jean Grey in Spider-Man?
That was honestly.
I'm gonna answer that. Can I answer that when the time comes? Or
go for it. Go for it. Because I was going to hit it, but go for it.
No. Don't lose your train of thought. Go ahead and finish it out. I'm gonna answer that as someone who's a veteran in the comic book. Finish your thought, man.
I was gonna say because once I saw that was what got me there. The setup for, I don't know if I'm spoiling it. I don't think it's a spoiler because nothing's been announced.
Come on, man.
But the setup for Sentinels, the setup for wasn't it? Mayor Kelly, Governor Kelly, whatever it all.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't mean to cut you off, V. I mean, King. Here's the thing. When Peter came up with that device and all, that device is the nullify powers, the nullifies powers and everything else. And even Dr. Banner even told him, he's like, you know what kind of implications this could have if this was to get out, you know, and everything, and the wrong people would get in the wrong hands. The brother that was part of Damage Control, basically he was a villain from the X-Men. He was his character. And what it is, a lot of people don't realize, Jean Grey is technically the first student for Charles Xavier. If you remember,
that's right.
She was heading up to upstate New York, okay, which is going to open the door. People, for those comic book fans that know, you know, where she was heading out, that was upstate New York, where the X Mansion is. Now, the other thing is, and she's the first, not Cyclops, not Beast. She's the first student of Charles Xavier.
Right.
Okay. And the thing with Jean Grey is they're getting ready to set up, because Secret Wars, that's the next time you're going to see Tom Holland. You're going to see him in Secret Wars. They're setting it up for the X-Men, but they're starting with the original class. They're still going to have like Rogue and all that, but they're setting up the first class, which is Cyclops, Marvel Girl, aka Jean Grey, Angel, Beast, Iceman. Those are the original 5 of the classic X-Men. The next group is Colossus, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Thunderstrike, Nightcrawler, Thunderstrike, Storm. Those are the next generation, because that's so. This to let you know, because you know they came around the mid 70s and 80s. That was like my top tier group, like the X-Men, the John Byrne era, as I call it, the Dark Phoenix era and all. Yep. That was the John Byrne era. That was when the X-Men was, because Wolverine became a household name. That John Byrne made Wolverine a household name, and the X-Men to follow suit. So when you're seeing it, you're seeing the beginning stages of the mutant saga.
Fam, I feel like I'm in like nerd college right now. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like zoning out.
I am. I'm feeling it's in Zoom. I'm absorbing this all.
No, for sure. But keep going.
Mind you, they're planting the seeds, just like what it is. Marvel is starting to go back to the original formula. Remember how Iron Man started off, and you had these little, they were sprinkling little things and all that stuff. With Jean Grey is that first sprinkle. It's a bounce off of what's going to be coming down the pipe. That whole thing with the inhibitor, that's going to be a problem down the road for the mutants down the road. Because mind you, they said mutation. The first time they mentioned mutants ever was during the Miss Marvel series. And they mentioned mutation. And they even played a little bit of X-Men 97 theme when they said that, when she made that comment. Even in Doctor Strange, in the Mouth of Madness. Madness of Multiverse. They showed Xavier showing up. They played the X-Men theme. Go back and look at that theme. You'll hear when Charles Xavier rolls in. There, you hear it in the background.
I do have a question though. I thought Damage Control was not necessarily a bad. I thought they were literally just there to clean up.
They were.
I thought it was just Hydra.
Tony Stark was the head of that. Well, he was one of the people that. But what they wanted to do was they wanted to branch out. They still are, technically, but because of Dude, and he was like, he had his own hidden agenda, and now Damage Control is starting to fall off. Now he's got this device. They said that they couldn't find him. I guarantee you that's going to open the door for more problems down the road for the mutants. Yeah. And they're going to finally, announce that they're mutants and all come Secret Wars. Right now we got Doomsday coming up, and you got Vision Quest. Vision Quest is coming out in a couple of months, and they're going to, because the rumor is Vision is going to return. He is coming back. So get ready for that. And that, I don't want to give away anything with that, but I already know a little bit of deets because I got friends that
we need him in the group chat.
We do. Add this motherfucker tonight.
Speaking of group chat, because I'm looking at Sosa, and we just said we are going to let Sosa speak. Sosa had a question about how come Marvel, how come in the Marvel MCU, Wolverine is not considered X's first student, and that's because even in the comic books, Jean Grey has always been student.
Can I interrupt? It's called Riff Reading is fundamental, man. No new people. Reading is fundamental. No
But
X-Men history.
Wolverine does not.
I gotta say this, man. Everybody was, why can't Wolverine? If you know your goddamn comic book history, you will already know that Wolverine didn't come until after the second team. He was part of the second team after.
That's true.
I just explained it to everyone out there that after the second team, after Xavier's second team, which consisted of Colossus, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Storm, Banshee, Kitty Pryde. That was the second team. And then from that point on, you had X-Force, Excalibur.
That makes it as the cover up.
Yeah. So let's focus on, you got to learn how to crawl before you walk. You got to learn to walk before you run. And before you run a marathon, you got to learn how to run right. Your time. Damn, man. Everybody's like, I don't have Wolverine now. I need my Wolverine. Shut the hell up.
I think we hit a sore spot right there. I think we hit a sore spot.
Go ahead, King. What were you saying, King?
I'll tell you right now, because you know what? I'm sick and tired. These are when you know these are the cats that don't read comic books, that don't know shit.
I mean, he did say movies. He did say movies in the group chat.
No, and again, I'm not trying to get on you, dog. I understand you might not know that, and I understand I get passionate about that, you know. But on the real, on the straight up real, no. Much love, Sosa. Much love. But I got to say this on straight up. But I had
that nigga was triggered.
I had to spank that ass a little bit.
Trigger warning.
That ass. But no,
even if you remember in the Fox X-Men movies, you remember Wolverine did not necessarily join them right away. Wolverine has never ever been the first X-Men and shit. Like he's part of the X-Men, but he's also he's like that uncle that shows up every now and again.
Wolverine next to Submariner is one of the oldest mutants out there. Next to Submariner is actually the first mutant. Whether or not
I'm
they're
curious.
But
isn't he technically also even though he wasn't an Avenger per se, but he also went to war with Steve Rogers.
Okay, so like let's take this back. Okay, so like because we're not talking MCU movies, we're talking about comedy. Right. The Invaders. So basically, back in the day, you had the Invaders. We're talking about the 1930s and all. You had the original Human Torch. You had Captain America, Union Jack, and the Submariner, and they were known as the Invaders. Okay. And so what happened was during that time, because Wolverine was one of the oldest mutants out there, they implemented. Eventually, they updated the story. Wolverine was also a part of that era, also. Before he got the ananium, ananium, I'm saying it wrong, you know what I mean? The damn metal. Yeah. Before he got metal for his claws, basically Wolverine was fighting in World War II with Captain America way back when. But the original mutant next to Apocalypse was, unless they changed it in the books of late, was originally Submariner. But then you had Apocalypse. But Wolverine is one of the most oldest. They changed so much of the story. The 616 universe, Wolverine of the 616 universe was one of the oldest mutants next to Submariner and all. And so he was older than Charles Xavier and stuff. So when you had the movies, so like I said, he said he didn't know. That's what I said, man. I'm giving you a pass. The smoke is giving you a pass. And the reason why he's giving you some education. He's trying to teach you. But no, I understand when the movies came out, when the X-Men movies came out, and I sat there like, okay, they didn't do the costumes, they didn't do this, and I love the fact that Deadpool called that out. He said we had to wait 20 years to see this man in the right costume and all.
That shit was funny as fuck.
But the thing is that the movies when you're putting this to screen, the comic books to screen, is not always that easy. Nowadays, it's a little bit more easier and everything. And there was a time when you would put superheroes on in the movies, and it was considered a joke. When you look at the Punisher, Dolph Lundgren playing as the Punisher, his trademark was the skull. You know where they had the skull at? On his fucking knife. And everybody was like, it was a good movie, but then you needed the skull. You needed to have the skull on his chest. What was so hard about that? And so back in the day in the 90s and all, it was hard to put out superhero movies. Unless you were DC Comics, it was really hard to put out superhero movies, especially for Marvel, other than Spider-Man and look at the Spider-Man costume back in the 70s, Nicholas Hammond, his Spider-Man in the 70s. He didn't have a most accurate Spider-Man costume. Same with Captain America. Hell, even the Incredible Hulk was walking around with slippers on half the time. But as kids, when we were growing up, that was that was the biggest thing that we could have got on TV. It wasn't until when Blade, and yes, we just pay respect, because if it wasn't for Blade saved Marvel. I remember when I went to go see Blade, when Blade 2 came out, and I got interviewed by the Philadelphia Inquirer when it debuted here in Philly. And they asked me, I said, people need to thank Wesley Snipes for saving Marvel.
Say that again, man, because I don't think people understand, bro. Like, that black man saved just Marvel's movies, period, fam.
Yes.
Not a Daredevil, not a even before X-Men. Without him, you wouldn't have X-Men. If you didn't have X-Men, you wouldn't have had Spider-Man.
That's right. I'm around pictures. Shout out to I'm around pictures. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when Wesley did Blade, they didn't even have the Marvel logo until about the third movie. And by that time, it was taken over, and that's when Ryan Reynolds was doing his thing, acting like a fool. That was the pre-Deadpool days. And the thing is that with Blade, when Blade came out, Marvel was losing money, and so a lot of people didn't know that Blade was a Marvel movie, was a Marvel character, and so we did, but a lot of people didn't know that. To the regular people, they were like, "Oh, this is a." When the second movie came out, and they had Del Toro from Hellboy, Guillermo del Toro directing it and everything else, and you had Blade come out, and that movie was peak. That movie, the Blade 2, was the freaking, oh my god! And like I said again, when that came out, they realized, hey, we're making money now. We're making money. And by the time they put out the third Blade movie, they were trying to throw Wesley under the bus. Or we're going to put these other two characters in the forefront, and we're going to kill off Whisper, and we're going to do this. And that's why Wesley was like, "Yo, I'm gonna stay in my trailer. I'll be out when y'all need me. I'll do the bare minimum." And so right after that, what happened? What came out after that? Spider-Man came out. And mind you, for years they were trying to get out Spider-Man. From James Cameron trying to get out Spider-Man, they were having scripts and everything else, and they couldn't get it right. Saying they had all these different directors and all. So when we finally got the first Spider-Man, I remember when the first trailer came out and we had the Twin Towers. This is when the Twin Towers were still around, before 9/11. And Spider-Man, you can see it on YouTube now. Spider-Man had webbed up this helicopter between the two towers. And they had to take that trailer down because of 9/11. And then right after like a couple months afterwards, when the Spider-Man movie came out, it was representing everything in New York. That was one of the biggest movies of that year. When that came out, Spider-Man was everywhere. And so when you had Spider-Man 2 was peak. And so that's what I'm saying. By Spider-Man 3, when they kind of made Peter Parker acting like a little girl and stuff, man, I was kind of like, and they made Venom look like crap. I was like, what the hell were they smoking? Like, yo, I don't even consider Spider-Man 3 canon.
Nope.
Spider-Man 3 was a bad dream. To me, Spider-Man 3 was a bad dream. When X-Men came out.
Wait, hold on real quick. Smoke. What were we gonna say, King?
I was gonna say, because we're talking about Spider-Man, it made me think of the Spider-Man villain movies like in the Sonyverse. This might be a hot take. Hold on. This might be a hot take.
Brother,
I thought Craven, Morbius, and Madam Web were not that bad. I thought they were pretty decent.
Pretty decent for what?
You know what? I'll give you Craven. Craven was hot.
Craven was
good. Craven was good. Rated R. You know, Craven was good, but Madam Web, nah, I can't.
Madam Web needed some work, but Morbius, I thought Morbius was actually pretty. As a standalone movie, I didn't think it was that bad.
I feel like Morbius could have been better.
If they made it more violent and they made it a rated R movie instead of dumbing it down to try to make people think that. See, here's the problem I had. Morbius.
I did not like Craven at all.
Okay, so I'm with King on this. I did like Craven because it was violent. They did get the right actor to play. The problem was, again, they're taking the route that, and as much as I like the guy, they're taking the route of James Gunn, where you're putting out these deep cut characters instead of putting out your prime superheroes that are going to put asses in the seat. Then you put in your deep cuts after that. But you're already putting in these deep cuts that people don't know and people are not familiar with. You're coming up with a Jimmy Olsen TV show. What the hell is that about? But we're getting off the topic. I'm getting back on the Marvel tip. When it comes to the Sony movies, because they were trying to bring Andrew Garfield back for the Spider-Man movies, for the villain movies and all. But because they didn't, if Craven made the money back, they would have had, they would not Tom Holland. They were trying to do that with Venom. They were trying to have the crossover with Venom and Tom Holland, but because Venom didn't do that well, they just kind of said, "No, we forget that idea. We're scratching that idea." And
but the funny thing is, I actually really liked the Venom movies. I thought the Venom movies were actually
Venom
really good.
Garbage.
Damn.
Venom 1.
Garbage.
Fine. They were funny to me. Fine, I'll say that. They were funny to me. I wouldn't mind a Venom and a Deadpool cross. Like, I feel like that would be funny to me.
We're not going to get a Venom and a Deadpool cross before we get Spider-Man and Venom once again.
That's like ham with no burger.
You know what I'm saying? Or Carnage. They brought Carnage out, and I'm like, we've been dying for a Carnage for so long, and they done fucked it up. Like,
we got to get back on. Hold on. We got to get hold on. But in all seriousness, though, we got to get back on Spider-Man. So I don't think we really wrapped up a brand new day very nicely. So if we had to give it like 5 chips, that's our new rating scale. I just made it up on the fly. If we had to give it 5 chips, as in like it's 5 stars, 1 through 5, where does Brand New Day rate?
5.
Chips with dip. 5.
5.
Chips with dip.
5.
Okay, now my question is that what? And I think you said something. You said that he's not going to be in Doomsday.
He is. I think either that or Tom.
He's going to be in Secret Wars.
He's not going to be in Doomsday.
Is Tobey Maguire going to be in Doomsday then?
There's a rumor. That's a rumor.
You know what? I'm gonna take that.
I'm not playing with him. We're gonna no. He knows something. We're gonna talk to him offline.
I'm gonna take that.
There is a rumor, but I know that Holland is not going to be in it. They're already getting him ready for Secret Wars. So anybody who you don't see in Doomsday, you're going to any other Marvel character that you don't see in Doomsday, which are a few, you're going to see in Secret Wars, and a few others that you won't expect that you're going to see.
Yeah, bro, we have the inside scoop, bro. Where did you find this plug? And how much is it going to
literally
cost
on Tuesday?
People?
Literally on Tuesday.
Now, I'm gonna say it like my other friends on certain channels have said, take it with a grain of salt, because things can change from time to time.
That's
true. I'm just telling you from certain sources. Yeah, there's going to be. Now again, think about it like this. Remember when we heard the rumors when Toby and Andrew were supposed to be in the last Spider-Man movie, and people were like, and I already knew, like I already knew they were coming. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to prepare myself mentally. Like, I'll just wait to see what happens and all. I knew it then. So I'm just saying that without saying too much, when you go and see in Doomsday, let them cook. Don't speculate. Just wait and see it. So you could be very surprised on what's going to come out of it. Because people.
So have we all agreed then, out of the 3 of us, and Mayhem included, that we have a pact, we have a blood oath to each other that we are going to see Doomsday at the same exact time? I don't care where we are in the world. Like, is that? Right, do we all agree to? Do we agree to that right now?
Early. Oh, I already. Well, I can tell you this much. I am going to see it a day or so early before it already.
Can we get tickets?
Where's it going, man? If I had knew y'all like during the time, I could have put y'all down. But yeah, I'm going to be. I'll be
this flex is brought to you by Eric the Smoke Moran.
Like,
yo.
Oh shoot. We got to get to these other topics. But guys, please stay tuned. If you've made it this far, man, we got more things in the docket.
Before
Do
we
we?
switch up, there's something I
Huh?
need to do. I said before we switch up, there's something I need to do, and just want to acknowledge,
Okay.
because I do believe that the apology needs to be just as big as the action. Sosa, if you took anything we said negatively, dog, with love and respect, we mean nothing negative by it.
Oh yeah, man. We're just
I know we talked in the chat, but I also believe because we said his name on air, it's only fair that we say the apology on air too.
Yeah,
If
for
anything
sure.
came off misconstrued or anything like that, dog, we got love for you. You always tune in. We always got love for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Absolutely, for sure. Do you want to talk about Miss Taylor?
She's still single,
I
right?
I have a video if you want.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's still single, right?
Lord. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's not really the point here.
Hey, I mean, Miss Taylor, if you want to come on the show for real, like,
Jesus.
I ain't gonna say no.
Oh my God. So, okay, I thought I had the video. So,
None of us will say no.
Lord Jesus. Anyway, so if for those that have been living under a rock, do we all know who Tiana Taylor is? She used to be signed to Good Music under Kanye West, and essentially, like, she went through a tumultuous public divorce last year, right? In which that she's been making the rounds on social media
She can make
because
Lord Jesus.
King down boy. Anyway, she's been making rounds on social media. Lord Jesus. Anyway, let me just play the video and then I will provide more context later. Somebody go rinse him off something. My Lord. Jesus Christ. All right, where's that video at? Here we go.
Out there that is willing to protect their family no matter what. When I came to Iman and told him that I didn't feel safe, nothing else should have mattered. Why are we even on this phone arguing? I'm coming to you saying, yo, baby daddy, I don't feel safe. Like, niggas talking about they gonna off me if I boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, I don't feel safe. Well, back in 2023, when I did, What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I've done nothing but protect him the whole way through.
Here's the thing about the internet. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna let this play out even more. Go ahead.
You can Google Tiana and Iman's divorce. All you ever see me speak on is begging niggas to stay out of our business.
So, the lie detector has determined that is
A lie?
That is a lie. So here's my thing, right? I actually brought this into the docket. We're all fathers here. We all have dealt with ladies at some point in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Some of us married, some of us not. Some of us still married, some of us not.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Here's my thing. What are y'all thoughts on this? If you know what you know about the situation, and hopefully I can provide some more context. What y'all got for me?
So is it that the okay. Wait, quick question. Is the boyfriend that she's with right now putting her life in quote unquote danger? And she went to her babe dads to ask for him to do something and be or protect her or her kid?
I'm looking that up now. Just to make sure.
I don't think any of that matters because at the end of the day, that's my baby mother. So you putting out any sort of death threats or any kind of threats towards my baby mother means that you probably also want to harm my child. You want to harm my child means that you no longer want to breathe. I can arrange that for you.
Exactly.
So like, nah, I don't care how bad, bitter the breakup, divorce, or whatever that shit was. I don't care. My dislike or disconcern for my baby mother is my dislike or disconcern for my baby. That's not for you to go out there and start doing your own shit. Because now you're an enemy. Now you're a fucking enemy. I don't got, because now you basically what you said is that you want to traumatize my child, that you want to hurt my child, that basically fuck me and fuck my child. No, that's no.
So
Now, if she got some sort of private beef with you, hey, that's if there's some sort of private little clash between y'all, hey, y'all figure that out.
So I think you're taking the fact that you personally like and care for your kid's mom. I personally love and care for my son's mom.
Yo, wait a minute.
There's a
This
part
nigga
of her. There is always going to be a will to protect, have her back, and support her, no matter the situation. If a nigga wants to come in and make her life a living hell, I'm gonna need you to know that man is not going to see the light of day, not from me, but from her. So I have to give a warning to him. Like, hey, bro, are you sure this is what you want? I'm just waiting. All right, cool. But
shoot.
you like your kid's mom. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying every mother isn't pleasant. Every mother isn't pleasant. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that deserve protection and love and care for, because you know what, things didn't work out. We're not, you know what I'm saying? The relationship itself didn't work out. But we amicably are great co-parents. I got your back no matter what the situation. But for the ones who make your life a living hell every day, when you wake up, look at your phone, there's like 5 missed calls and a fuck you. I don't know.
So here's my thing, right? So I think the issue that I don't really have an issue here per se about like her asking the father of her kids to protect her because she's been catching flack and hate online. I think what I have an issue with is post-divorce, there was a lot of disparaging comments about my man Iman, and like it was even bragging about the new man, because I don't know if y'all know, she's with the Green Lantern. She's with the new guy.
I didn't know if she was still with him or not.
I don't know if she is, but I guess she was when they started dating.
That's what's up.
Yeah, she was when they were dating and stuff like that. She was bragging online like, yeah, I got a new nigga. Like he's blowing my back out in ways you couldn't. Like just very like poking at the manhood. You know what I'm saying? As she's getting poked. You know what I'm saying? And people are threatening to poke her. And I here's this thing about Google, right? And like Google don't forget nothing, right? And Google says, when we were asked like what is the things that she has done, Tiana Taylor stated that she walked away with half of the marital assets because of what she invested into the marriage, noting she bought several luxury vehicles herself. Reports indicate the settlement involved multi-million-dollar properties and assets, though Taylor was later ordered to pay Iman Shumpert for violating a confidentiality clause for speaking out online. Problem is with that is because she has repeatedly dog walked and dubbed this dude online. Now, this is me. You disparage me online, fam. Don't come crying for my help. I'm sorry. Like, just don't dog me online and then try to look for sympathy in front of the same congregation you dubbed me online with. That's just me. I don't have that story. I haven't had that story with my children's mother, thank God. But that's nasty.
I disagree, and here's why.
Okay.
I'm petty.
We know that, sir.
So go ahead, ask me for help. Go ahead, dog walk me online. That's cool. And ask me for help. I'm gonna save you.
Of course,
I'm gonna save you. And then I'm never gonna let you fucking forget it.
See, there you go.
I will make merch. I'll make a meme.
Merch?
Shit.
Ladies, y'all thought he was on your side for a second. What?
I saved my BM. Shit. I am petty. You gonna do something like that, and then you're gonna have the audacity to come and ask me for help, knowing who I am?
Yeah. And there goes the sinister laugh.
All right, bet. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just remember what you did. That's all.
Like I said, I like my kid's mother. I like her. You know what I mean? And that goes
What-
with choosing the person you plan on having kids with. I feel like a lot of men have poor dick
Decision
management.
making?
No, dick
Oh, yeah.
management. Decision making goes into dick management. If you have good decision skills, dick management is there too. But we don't have good dick management. You know what I mean? Let me just
Amen.
because she's pretty and she makes you happy down there. Everybody wants to be like, okay, she's the perfect mother. I'm like, something not saying about her, but okay, give it a try. Fail. Okay. We're not doing this today. We're not doing this today. Men, choose wisely. Because they say we don't choose wisely, and we tell them they don't choose wisely. Choose wisely. If your girl's a detective, you need to be Ace Ventura, and you need to figure out shit yourself too. You have to figure out her mood swings, even though that changes with seasons. Damn, that's kind of hard. Shit. But ask yourself this question: is she forever, or is she just for the time being? Is she seasonal? Is she just for fun? If so, pull the fuck back out. Protect yourself, because your mental, your emotional, and your pockets is going to really, really take a hit in the next 9 months, if not. Just saying. This has been a courtesy call from Too Much Dip in the Chip. I'm just saying.
Eric, what you got for us, man?
Look, God bless you both. But look, once I'm done, once you're no longer in my life, other than my child, I make it very clear to my ex's friend, or whatever you want to call him. Look, whatever is between y'all is between y'all. You bring my child into the mix, we're going to have an issue. We're going to have a problem. But my ex is what she is. This is my ex. I'm not here to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I'm not. I mean, I'm mad respect. Daughter's mom or not. If something happens in front of me where you're being disrespectful, yeah, I'm gonna step in. I'm not gonna let no man put his hands on any woman. But let's make it clear. There was a reason why y'all broke up. The reason why y'all not together. Why am I putting my energy into getting involved with your problems? Because that's not a Smoke Eric problem. That's my ex problem. Again, as long as my daughter is not a part of the equation, do you. That's between y'all, two grown adults. But this grown adult is making sure whatever drama y'all going through, I'm gonna take my daughter. Y'all work it out. My daughter will be over here with me. When y'all work it out, whether you are together or not together. Now, if you're threatening my daughter's mom and my daughter is in the crosshairs, then that's when I'm gonna have to step in. Because now you're involving my child.
Right.
Okay? But I'm not here to fight your battles. That's why we're no longer together. Obviously, there was a reason, because crazy was taking over. When you can be with a woman, can be fine as hell, and she said, "Hi, my name is Tiffany," and anyway, that's crazy.
Was that Tourette's? Was that just Tourette's?
No, that's
like,
crazy.
did you just really go off Tourette's?
She like, oh honey, you're the greatest thing ever. Anyway, that's crazy. Okay, when you hear that little crazy, because people get, like you said, people get caught up in, oh, she's so fine. It's called, I don't have time for crazy P. Okay, now I'm married. I'm happily married man. But when I was single and I was in my heyday and I was dating heavily, I made it very clear. When I spend time with someone, that's our time. What you do when you're not with me, you're single, I'm single. What you do when you're not with me, that's your business. Don't care to know, don't want to know. When we spend our time together, that's our time. Now, if somebody wants to interrupt that time, then that's when I'm going to have a problem, because you're interrupting our time. But when you're not with me, do you. I don't have time for that mess. But I don't have time to get caught up. I got enough drama in my life. Why am I bringing extra drama with someone who I'm no longer with? Other than we have a child together. That's not going to be the reason why I'm going to be around. Why would I want to be around someone like that? Common sense. Now, granted, again, if my child is involved, if you put your hands on my child, I'm going to put my hands on you. It's as simple as that. Simple.
No, there's a body bag.
I'm not confirming or denying that. All I'm going to say is, if you know, you know.
I like the way he said it. He said it better than me. I was basically trying to say that. He said it better than me.
You know, oh no. I mean, God bless you both. I mean, look, we, you know, again, I was blessed to be able to have a good rapport with my daughter's mom. You know, we were together. You know, it didn't work out. Unfortunately, we had our ups and downs. We had our trials and tribulations. But out of mad respect, we both had respect for each other as parents. You know, we had our dealings, but we tried to make sure our daughter wasn't involved in any of that. And whatever my daughter's mom, you know, was involved in doing what she was doing, she kept it respectful and kept it where she needed to keep it at. And the same with me. Because I didn't have time for crazy. I didn't have time for crazy. And again, you know, and I have a good, you know, I have a good rapport with my daughter's mom. We're not like, hey, let's hang out and all this stuff. Only time that we team up is when my daughter, you know, anything, it was a crisis dealing with my daughter, her husband, me and my wife, we all collaborated. We would get together, have a powwow. And it's like, okay, we're going to take care of business. That's how it's supposed to be. But a lot of times you have a lot of people that want to bring that kind of drama because, you know, like you said, V, it's like, you know, you got involved with this person because you thought, oh man, she's fine. And you didn't think twice about, you know, putting the Jimmy on and covering yourself and all this stuff. Okay, those things happen. But then the realization comes in and we see how crazy this person is. And look, there are brothers out there that are just as crazy and on the flip side. So on both ends. But again, for me, from my experience, I didn't have time for none of that. And thank God I didn't have to go through that. I had my trials and tribulations, but I was lucky enough not to go through what, you know, she's going with Taylor or Breonna Taylor and her whatever, her ex or whatever going through. Couldn't, you know, I don't care how fine you are. It doesn't matter. Crazy is crazy. Okay.
This is where it irritates my soul for this generation of women. You could be a 10. Your soul is still ugly.
Yep.
I mean, so you can look as beautiful as the morning sun, but as soon as you open your mouth, all that goes out the window, depending on what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is that
sometimes when you open your legs too.
That also, you know what I mean? Like, to me, as a man, and you know, and as you know, when we talk about as being men, we have to really look past the veils of beauty.
Yes.
What does she look like after she takes off that makeup? What does she look like in the morning? How she acts? What she brings to you in the fact of warmth, comfort, you know, communication, and just pretty much feelings, bro.
At the end of the day, it's really what you bring to the table. Like I bring, like when
I hate that saying because every time we say that, it's a buzzword and they just go off.
When I'm saying this, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I was single, I was the one that would come to the table and say, this is what I bring to the table. What do you bring to the table? Women weren't used to hearing their brother saying that kind of mess. They weren't used to hearing a brother saying, yo, here's what I bring to the table. I bring stability. I raised my own child. I got my own job, got my own place. I'm tight with my family. I have a spiritual foundation. I was raised, I came out too, and I'm like, okay, so what do you bring to the table? Some of them were like, oh shit. They were like, I'm not used. And then here's the top question. And this always gets them. When you meet a young lady, don't care how fine she is, you ask her, what did you do in your relationship to make you break up with your boyfriend? In other words, what did you do? Because you hear this all the time. Well, see, it was him, and he did this and he did that. But what did you do? What did you do in the relationship? Because it takes two. Now, me personally, I've called myself out. I said, look, I've done this, that, and the other. And that to me is a test because when I hear a woman say, well, see, he did this and he put his hands on me. Okay, I understand that. But what did you do? Because there's no such thing as a perfect person in a relationship. Now, I normally that's when, because I'm very transparent like that. And women weren't used to hearing a cat like me saying that.
Yo, what the hell?
Whoop his ass. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Get your homegirl, man.
That's out of control, bro. I mean, she's trigger happy, so let's not. Nah, but she's cool peoples. My thing is that when it comes to,
but I mean, no, I mean, seriously, it's when you bring that, when you ask her, what do you bring to the table? And women are not used to hearing men say that because you got to be confident in your game. And you got to be confident in who you are. If you know for a fact, this is what I bring to the table, what do you bring? What do you bring? And if a woman's saying, well, I bring, and I'm like, no, I don't, hey, I can get that anytime. Hell, my hand can give me that anytime if I want it. Seriously. I mean,
sometimes all they bring is clitoris, but
look,
anyway.
Look. My hand doesn't talk back to me. It doesn't give me a hard time. And I don't keep it at 100. Keep it at 100.
That's why I said beauty is like, okay. Even at 100.
Go ahead.
Remember when Megan Thee Stallion and the Klay Thompson situation? Right?
Mm-hmm.
That recently just happened. I've been listening to everybody's takes on it, and mostly from the women. And all I can hear is saying, she's bad, she's this, she's beautiful, she's this, she got a fat ass, she has a great body. I'm like, wait, hold on. That's all she got? What else we got? What else we talking about? What is it about her that makes her like this fumble, like this supreme fumble, like besides ass and beauty? You know what I mean? What if she's a horrible person to talk to? Like if I can't have a conversation with you after all the fun stuff, then that's a waste of time. And you know what I mean? And it's just awkward. Like for real. If you are annoying me and you pretty much can't make me laugh, we can't talk about shit, we can't really like open up. I'm not saying we have to have the same likes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm sure if I can't sit in the same room with you and us still enjoy each other, then it's just a waste of time, So my thing is, what is it about her? Like my man, Smoke said, that made him like, nah, I don't want to be with you. Because she got money, she rich, and I'm gonna let y'all ladies know we don't give a fuck.
Don't get it twisted. I think she's gorgeous. I mean, without a question, I think she is gorgeous. But again, I've been, and I'm not trying to brag, but I've been with my share of women that were top tier and women that were average. And for me, it was about personality.
Exactly.
Because again, it has to be a balance of both. If I can't be with a woman.
Niggas get mouthy too.
Like again, it has to be a balance. It has to be a balance. The reality is that if you can't communicate with the person you're with, and you can't be as honest and transparent, a lot of insecurities, and it comes back to being secure in your game, being secure and wanting to be with the person you're with, and them wanting to be with you. If they're insecure, like, oh, who's this person you're going with? Again, I can't be with someone
These days are
as a
different.
child. What did she say?
Hoes these days are different.
Yeah, so you know what? And I agree with her.
But hoes, hoes these days don't come with their own, rule book. You know what I mean? Back in the day, they used to have a rule book. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to have to take this. We're going to have to take this to Chips After Dark, y'all.
We got to take it to Chips After Dark?
Yeah, so we got our next segment, and this is one of my favorite segments.
You're about to be out of time, but go ahead.
One of my favorite segments. I said Sexmas. That's horrible. I'm tired.
Okay.
That's how tired I am.
Merry
Christmas. I can't wait till I get my new bed this weekend. Speaking of completely divisive topics, let me ask y'all something, gentlemen. We all have dealt with ladies in the past. By the way, McDonald's didn't give me a straw. This spicy ass Spice is kicking my ass.
Bro, you still eating McDonald's? Ugh.
Brother.
You should be happy I'm eating it. You should be happy I'm eating anything.
This is about to be our last topic. Go ahead.
Oh, we got a couple of them.
Because we're running out. We're out of time, dog.
No, I got you. So let me ask y'all something. What's the most annoying thing when you grab food for a woman? What is that? Just one word answer. What, like a quick sentence, like 3-word sentence.
I know what she wants.
Wait. Are you saying three as we going out to eat, or
don't matter?
This is my food.
King,
what was the question?
What's the most annoying thing when you're getting food with a woman?
Wait, is she saying it or are we saying it?
No, I got you. Hold on real quick.
Barbecue wings I got lemon pepper wings. Before we leave, I tell her, I'm like, hey, they only give you 2 ranches. Do you want some more? Because I'm about to go ask for some more. She's like, no, 2 is enough. I go and get 3 more ranches for myself. That means I have a total of 5 ranches. She has 2 ranches. Boom, we slide back to her crib. Everything's going great. I'm eating my wings. She's eating her wings. All of a sudden, and I knew this was going to happen, she goes, Zeljin, do you mind if I get one of your ranches? Listen, I paid for the meal. I asked her if she wanted me to get her extra ranch. I told her that the ranch that they give you probably isn't enough. That's 3 things I did. I went out of my way to be a good person. So 25 minutes later, when she's sitting there asking me for one of my ranches, I didn't feel bad saying no. And she's gonna have the audacity to get upset at me. You're not even gonna use them all. You don't need 5 ranches for 20 wings. I'm like, first of all, you do not know my sauce to wing dip ratio. I'll double, triple, quadruple dip in my ranch if I feel like it. Second of all, even if I don't use all this ranch, I wanna take it home. Good ranch is hard to come by. I don't play about that shit. So no, like I'm not giving you one of my ranches, especially when I offered to get you more. And I'm not gonna lie, that kind of killed the vibe for the rest of the night. You know, maybe I could have picked my battles a little bit better. Maybe I could have just given her a ranch. But for me, it's the principle.
Yep. Beautiful.
So is this a sauce? Is this a sauce? Is this a sauce as in a yay, or is this a loss? This is a nay. What do y'all?
No, this is a middle. I can't. Can we get a middle? You know what I mean, middle ground? Because
no,
nah.
But
no,
I'm with my man 100% on that because I'm with him on that because I've gone through. Look, I love my wife, but I've gone through this exact same thing, hun. You know, hey, not so much the ranch thing, but I'm like, hey, do you want me to get you an extra one? Oh no, that's all right. I don't, hun. Look, I'm buying some stuff for me. Oh no. We get home. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm like, that's like you know, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, if I have an extra thing left over, I'll give you a little piece. If I have something left over, but I'm eating. You know, I have no sympathy on that, none. Because if I'm giving you the opportunity and I'm buying it for you and I'm telling you, plain and simple, reading is fundamental. I'm giving you cliff notes, telling you this is what you can have. Tell me what you want, and you're like, oh, I don't want nothing. I just want a twig.
The voice is killing me, bro.
This air tastes so good. And you're like, all right, I'm about to eat this big ass burger with some fries and some. And we get home. Oh man, the fries look so good. Yeah, they do, don't they? They do, don't they? Yeah, they do. I don't know what to tell you. You know, again, I'm with my man, 50 grand and all that. Yes.
Oh my Lord. Okay, so this is my second one. We all have had ladies in our lives. We have all dealt with ladies in our lives. How much do you love that woman, or how much have you loved this woman that you are willing to do this? I got you. For milk in her mouth, scare in her mouth, right?
Oh, fuck. No.
That's a loss, nigga. That's a loss.
That's nasty.
What's going on here? That's a loss. That's a loss. Next. Nasty as shit.
He's about to.
What we doing here, bro? What we doing here?
Oh my God.
King, you into that type of stuff? That's you?
Yo,
I'm just saying.
Let her finger materialized on the screen.
I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yo, do you notice that the green screen hit his finger for the longest, and it just literally manifested?
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, that's a loss for me, bro. That's nasty as hell.
Yes.
Like, it's good, but it ain't that good.
I'm trying to hear what brother say.
I could eat your pussy when you come home from the gym before I do that shit.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Whoa. Like off the treadmill or off the bench press?
I mean, season, unseasoned. Well, it's more seasoned, but that okay. I see. I understand. Wild enough for that one.
I'm not sure. I'm torn. Now I need a middle column for this one.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not doing that shit.
Oh Lord. No. Yeah, I'm not doing any of this. That's a loss across the board. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How do you feel? Oh, Lord, this one. This is funny. This is just sad and funny.
was that movie, White Man Can't Jump? That is exactly what we've been trying to say for a
Yo,
minute.
ball is life. Get up and do it again, yo. Come on. Ball is life. Get up and do it again. No. You just gotta learn how to control your momentum. Get up and do it again. That's a sauce. That's a sauce. For me.
That's a sauce for you?
That's a sauce for me.
Wow.
That's potential. Can you do that shit? Can you?
I used to be able to do that. Yeah.
I didn't say what you used to do, nigga. I said, can you do that shit?
With my bad heart, probably not.
That's the nigga. The question was, can you do it? I didn't ask you about what condition you was
in
in.
In present tense, no. In present tense, no. I cannot.
No, that nigga is a sauce. That nigga's a fucking sauce.
No, he's not. He's
a
vegetable. He's a
look,
vegetable now.
What I'm saying is he dipped his chip in and it broke. That's all I'm saying. The chip was a weak chip, bro. It was a weak chip.
He's in the sauce with a broken neck. That's cool.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. The broken chip. He's in the sauce. Broken chip.
Get up and do it again, yo. Come on. Ball is
Get up and do it again. It might take him a little bit. He might not even know what he's doing at that
moment.
Ball
is life, yo. You put a basketball in his hand, he'll be all right.
Ball is life until you get a concussion.
No, dead ass, because like he almost died. All right, the last absolute topic for today, and this one is funny, and I try. Let's try to be as progressive as possible, guys. But this one is funny. So if anybody knows Lavelle, if anybody knows what Lavelle, here we go. Oh, hold on. Let me
I went home. I don't never eat out.
Hold on. There we go. Now let me bring this back. Everybody know who Lavelle Crawford is? Comedian by chance?
Yeah, that's my boy.
He's got this story about Wingstop. All right, let's get it popping.
I was a gangster with food, man. I used to go to Wingstop, give me 35. So, I never eat out. Because you don't want no nigga they seeing you fuck out 35 wings at a table. Family be looking over at you. Don't look. Turn your head. So I went on home and I'm watching the Animal Planet. And they said the mother buffalo was giving birth to a baby. And the narrator said, when a baby buffalo is born, he weighs 600 pounds. And I paused on my wing and I said, oh my God. I'm 50 pounds. I'm 50 pounds away from being a baby buffalo. And that was my turning point. So I finished my 35 wings and I got my shit together. I was a gangster.
Why did we have to be progressive with one? He was a fat motherfucker. Like, oh
my God.
Y'all know it. Ain't nothing
like,
first of all, he's still with us. I'm so glad that Lavelle, he's Crawford's still with us. And it's good to see his weight come down because he was a big boy, man. I'm gonna tell you.
I love his stand-up when he was a big boy. You know what I mean? It was hilarious.
Funny. He's still funny. Hey, yeah, let me tell you. I love those wings. I'll tell you. But he's still a funny cat. But it's just it's nice to see that he took better care of himself and all. It's nice to still see he's still with us and all on the real.
How do you feel about Animal Planet being the wake up call for you because he was 50 pounds away from being a baby buffalo? Like that's that's nuts.
Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. I mean,
a 35 piece is nuts.
Whoa, nigga, what? That's light work. That's light work. 35 pieces is easy, bro.
V.
You never had 35 wings before, my dude?
By myself?
Yes.
No.
Light work. Habanero, mango habanero barbecue. Yes.
V.
What?
V. What is your blood sugar?
With blue cheese, my nigga. Fuck the
blue
ranch.
cheese.
Nigga. Blue cheese, nigga.
Some African niggas ranch. That's always on some blue. Wow.
Ranch.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it loud and proud for all the chips. Fuck ranch. I said it on this cast.
Blue
today.
Cheese tastes like generational trauma. Like why are we doing this?
It tastes delicious, seasoned, and it's vintage. It's an
adult
palate.
You know what? Hold on quick. King, ask him that damn question again about the cereal bowl and fresh home from the gym. Punani, go ahead. Ask him again. I don't trust his palate.
Wait, that's an adult palate, baby.
I don't trust your no.
Only kids
blue
eat
cheese,
ranch, my brother. Kids eat ranch. I see that you.
I will go.
Kid.
Look, I got honey mustard over here. I'll get some honey mustard, but blue cheese, ooh,
blue cheese with your chicken wings, brother. Yes.
Same question.
Who are
I had
you,
right
nigga?
there. Thank you, because I know these niggas is wilding. Both of them.
First of all,
35
someone said no,
wings?
B. 35 wings, baby. Actually, I've actually had 50 by myself.
You fat fuck.
Why? Thank you. Why? Thank you. Why? Thank you.
No, no.
I take that. I take that as a badge of honor. Yes.
50? Nigga, did
Yo,
you just
have you ever got kicked out of all you can eat buffet for eating all you can eat?
No.
I have.
Nigga,
You know?
did you just leave the plantation? What the fuck are you talking about?
Nigga, my metabolism was high, and I'm an African American.
No, you were high. You were in the plant. You were in the sky.
No,
you were kissing the sky.
First of all, being an African from African parents, your metabolism.
I was about to
burns
say,
through
nigga,
everything.
you definitely eating like you just left the jungle. Like, my God.
Yeah, bro. I can, yo, bro. From what the time they opened up to like at least 6. I have at least 15, 16 plates, brother. It's delicious. That's when I was like in my teens. I can't do that shit no more.
That's why I'm asking, like, right now, would you kill 50 wings by yourself?
Yes. What the fuck? That's 50 wings.
In one sitting.
You got that.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Well, you know
cool with
what?
a cool 24.
You know what?
You know what? I'm going to ask you this question.
Let's order
you know
50 wings. Let's order
No,
50
we're all
wings.
brothers on here, right? We're all family, right? How much do you weigh, V? I'm curious.
I weigh like 234.
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'2".
No, but like really. How tall are you?
6'2".
I don't believe him, King. I don't know why I don't believe him. Like, I know you and me are like 6. You're about what, 6'3", 6? Yeah, no, I don't. No.
I'm 6'3",
No.
285. I can believe
Yeah,
it.
no.
I can believe
no,
it.
I don't believe that, V. I don't know why.
No. There's a video he has on TikTok that validates it. There's a video he got on TikTok.
I know Eric got to be like at least a good 6'2".
I'm 6'3.5" at 420.
Oh, y'all taller than me? God damn. I feel like a short nigga in this whole crew.
Oh, it is true? Okay, I was just asking questions, just trying to validate the information.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. Let me tell you this. If y'all want to pay to get me 50 wings, I will sit here on stage.
I'm not watching another grown-ass man stuff his mouth. No, I'm good.
Pause, nigga.
We just watched you eat a whole McDonald's.
I wasn't on
dinner.
camera. I wasn't on camera. Tore it up off camera.
Hey, hey, look, I like to prove a point. You know what I mean? And plus, it's free food.
Prove your point, big boy. Go ahead. It's all right. God bless you.
Oh, shit.
You better
I don't know how
collect
I feel about the emoji at the end, but I don't know if it's the wings she's gonna send you to eat, but
wow.
That being said,
It's that time, right? That's that time.
That being
Let's
said,
say goodnight to our guests and say goodnight to the bag of chips, please.
shout outs. Well, damn. Shout outs to everybody that has made it this far into the podcast. If you made it this far, even if you're just joining us, we love you. We thank you. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. Jesus. And check us out. Check us out on all the platforms. One more thing coming for you. Also, we have another show coming for you strictly on the Patreon called Chips After Dark. From there, you will catch us talking about things that we either cannot, will not, or probably should not talk about while we're still trying to get monetized and shit. So yeah, that is strictly on the Patreon. Check us out on there. Those episodes will be coming up by like the end of the month. That being said, special round of applause and thanks to our guest Eric. Please plug yourself in all the platforms and other things that you do.
You can check me out on Instagram, the Smoke 007. Pass the Controller. You can check us out on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. You can check me out on TikTok. And if you can't figure out where the smoke is at, type up on Google search Eric the Smoke Moran, and a boatload of stuff will come up. You everywhere you want to find me. And you can check out my YouTube channel, the Smoke 007.
There you have it. V, you got any last words before we roll out of here?
I mean, the week is almost over. Y'all knock it out. strong.
50-piece king over here. My God.
You know what I mean? Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't let nobody break your dream on what you put in your mouth, right? Go ahead, bro. It's
Wow.
Pause. You know what? Enjoy the weekend. End it strong and have a wonderful week. Weekend, people. Please. I'm gonna see y'all next week.
Wow. I would actually for last words, but not after that. No, you lost it for this.
Hell nah, nigga.
Eric, you got any last words?
50 deep over here. My God. I mean, like, my Lord.
Before we get out of here,
yo. So hopefully we can get you guys to come on our show for Pass the Controller.
Oh, we got you.
You know, we cover everything in the video game industry and everything else. So PTC Nation, check us out on Facebook. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitch, as well as PTC Nation, Pass the Controller on YouTube. So thank you again for having me on. I can't wait to come back on again.
Yo, we had a ball
in my life and be able to give our perspectives on everything and anything under the sun.
Where are y'all located, real quick? Because we might just pull up.
We're out of Philly. We're out of Philadelphia.
Okay. We might just pull up.
I know. Yeah, I know. We talked about you up at Baltimore and all. So yeah, we definitely got to link up. We all got to link up.
All right, for sure. All right, King, get us out of here, man.
I mean, I already did. You can just play the outro. We love y'all. See y'all next episode.
Peace and hair grease, y'all. Peace and hair grease.
All right, peace.
Hey, load up the game. 808 slide in. Joystick click, crowd echo faintly. Low spawn in first, stealth mode stage. Talk slick like Gojo when he step on stage. King press star, ain't no cap in my script. Final boss energy, boy, never miss a glitch. V got the vibe, Jojo pose in the mix. Aura in the booth, every word do a crit. Eminem, mother with the mayhem drip. Boomer with the blick and the power up lip. Caspachino bilingual, Duolingo with the flame. Talking XP, spirit points, whole different game. Can't break that, but we leveling up, no lag in the trip. Welcome, Tego.
Too much dip on the chip.
Low King Lee